Ladies and gentlemen, NBC is proud to bring you the coverage of Super Dave Osborne and his amazing ride to riches. This young man has been offered $300,000 to ride for about 400 yards in a metal container down a track, a portion of which you can see behind me. Now, the promoters of this event have informed me that the $300,000 is the money that Super Dave is going to get whether he makes the ride or not. Now, there is no insurance because, as I understand it, quite frankly, no company would even consider insuring this. Here he comes now, Super Dave Osborne. Perhaps we can get him to stop and talk to us for just a moment before he makes this tremendous ride. Super Dave, just a moment, if you will, please. This wild jump of yours, or this amazing ride, frankly, what does it entail?
Well, Tom, it's the ultimate test of the human body, I believe. I'll be traveling up and down a track especially designed in a smallish metal car or container at approximately 150 miles an hour. Halfway through the ride, I will attempt to go through a complete 360-degree turn at 5 G's force.
Now, this may sound like kind of a silly question, but what are your chances?
Well, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think my chances were very good, Tom. They've told me if everything goes as well as it should go, it'll be fine.
Dave, how would you compare this with Evel Knievel's jump over the Snake River Canyon?
Well, Tom, I'm not going to stand here and put down Evel Knievel. What Evel Knievel did enabled me to have NBC cover this and for me to get the money I'm getting. But the last jump Evel made, he said it was a life or death jump. He had a parachute, he was jumping over water, and his capsule failed, and he lived. I've been told that if my capsule fails, I may not be quite as lucky.
Dave, we're ready. Dave, one thing before you go, really, you are risking your life. Why are you doing it?
Well, Tom, people say that anybody will do anything for money. Well, $300,000 is a lot of money to me. I couldn't have made it any other way in my life. And I feel that by doing this, if I make it, I'll make a lot more than $300,000. If something happens, my family will be taken care of, and I'll have lived life the way I want to live it.
They're waiting for you. Thank you for the few moments, Super Dave, and good luck to you. I hope it's a great ride. Thank you, Super Dave Osborne. Fine round of applause for Super Dave Osborne as he's getting ready to get into his car. As you can see, 2-inch steel-enforced leather strapping is being used to secure Dave in the car. If the car should leave the track, I'm afraid Super Dave Osborne will leave with it. He has special magnetic shoes that'll cling to the bottom of the car for extra protection. Other bits of his protective gear, why the gloves he's wearing are burn-proof aluminum covered in wind-resistant asbestos. His helmet is made out of galvanized iron with a shock-resistant plastic alloy. Final preparations.
Make sure it's tight.
One final pull on those straps, keeping Super Dave in. All right, I think they're about ready right now. There's a camera placed directly on the car so that we can follow this ride.
Your ticket, please.
We're going to follow Dave with picture and sound as he's able to communicate with us. How does it feel up there so far, Dave?
Everything seems A-okay. I'll know more when I get to the top. We're making our ascent now. The car feels a little shaky. The track goes up a little higher than I thought it did. Yeah, I'm getting a little sick to my stomach. Now we're going down. Oh, this is horrible. This is terrible. Oh, I shouldn't have done this. Can we stop this? Can we stop this? Can we stop this? Oh, it's horrible. I see the camera's moving, too. If the camera comes loose, what's going to happen? Can we stop it before we go into the 360? We're going into the 360. I can't take it. I can't do it. Oh, God. Am I bleeding? Oh, no. I think I'm bleeding out of the nose. I can't tell.
He came out of the 360, still in the car. Dave, can you hear us? Dave, signal if you can hear us. We seem to have lost communication with Super Dave. Gentlemen, make sure we've got the doctor ready when he gets back down. We're almost through. And remember, you're watching this live, ladies and gentlemen, we hope. He should be coming in the next 15 seconds. And here he comes.
Super Dave. Super Dave.
I need a doctor.
I am your doctor, Super Dave.
Doctor, how is he?
I think he's going to be all right, but we won't know for about 24 hours.
Can I talk to him for a little bit, Doctor?
Not for very long.
Super Dave, how do you feel?
I need a doctor.
You've got a doctor with you, Super Dave. Tell me about the ride. How was it?
It was awful. I wouldn't do it again for 10 times the money. I shouldn't have done it. It was a big mistake. It's done. It's over with. I'd never do it again. I just can't wait to get out of here and be with my family, and that's about all I can say about it. I just would like to get out of here now, and...
All right, Super Dave, hang in there. There you have it, the near successful ride of Super Dave Osborne, an event he'll certainly remember for a long time to come. Live from Magic Mountain, this is Tom Kelly returning you to our studios.
Hey, jerk!
From the SKO Media Group studio in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, it's time for the Some Kind of Radio Show, starring Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew. Call in or text to 234-200-5110. That's 234-200-5110. Now, here's Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
All right, we're on the air. We're here live, 8:07 on a Friday night. Took a week off last week for Valentine's Day because I had to get some pussy.
Yeah. Truth be told.
No, that's not the only reason. We went and had a nice dinner, and then I got some pussy.
Yeah.
I had to start up the morning.
Yeah.
Made some adjustments to our on-air screen. We're a little bit bigger now. Welcome to the program, everybody. Like I said, we took a week off. We're here live. We're here until 11 p.m. Eastern. Some kind of radio show. If you'd like to call into the program, we'll be here live until 11, 234-250-110. Tonight's salute, the Super Dave Osborne Show.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah. Super Dave. I mean... one of the funniest cable television. It was on Showtime.
Yeah.
You know, and it was on when I was a kid, and I got to watch this show as a kid, and I would laugh my ass off hysterically at this program.
It was like a huge spoof of Evel Knievel.
It was a huge spoof of Evel Knievel. That's exactly what this show was, and you know, he was a variety. They did kind of get a variety show thing, you know, and Super Dave was played by the late Bob Einstein.
Yeah.
Bob Einstein is also, if you're a little trivia, you know who his brother is, right? You don't know who his brother is? Okay. Actor's name, Brooks, not Mel.
Not Mel. Albert
Brooks. That's
Albert
his brother.
Brooks.
That's his brother. Yeah. Bob Einstein also was, he was a producer. He was on the Smothers Brothers. He wrote a lot of comedy. He did the Super Dave character originally for a Canadian television show originally. And then they got picked up and they turned into a Showtime and he got his own show.
Yeah.
But Super Dave, like you said, biggest spoof on Evel Knievel, period. I mean, it was basically what it was. And there was no real stunts, you know, either he'd... like this, the first
he rode a roller coaster.
He rolled a roller coaster. If you watch the video, you can find all the videos on YouTube. Just type in Super Dave Osborne, and there's actually a whole channel dedicated to the stunts, quote unquote stunts, on there. And basically, he's talking about going to be in a metal car, going up and do this, blah blah blah. And he gets in. They don't even show the roller coaster. All of a sudden, it's a roller coaster. He gets, and all of a sudden, here comes all these people getting in. A couple nuns, a couple rows behind him.
Yeah.
Sitting next to a little kid, you know. And he's all got his helmet on and gloves and his racing suit and all this. And he's like, oh, God. You know, he made it like it was like the worst possible thing in the world to happen to him.
Going to ride a roller
and he got
coaster.
paid $300,000 to ride a roller coaster.
That would
Trade
be
me
awesome, though.
Yeah, but
Trade me, Super Dave.
Yeah, but he always ended up, sometimes it was very minor little things, and most of the times, like a lot of the stunts, quote unquote stunts, anything that happened to him would kill a person, if it was really him.
Yeah.
He gets compacted by in a compactor in a car, and then rolls down a big hill in a yo-yo, 500-foot drop, that would kill you. This is nothing he'd survive, and all of a sudden at the end, I'm hurt here. Can you help me? I'm hurt here. Oh God, help me. But we got a lot of clips tonight of Super Dave, and every half hour, of course, we will take a break and play these clips for everybody. And there's some funny stuff there. And if you want to actually see them again, go to YouTube, like you are now. Search Super Dave Osborne. You will find all these clips. Funny stuff. But that's our salute tonight. Of course, anybody if you've never tuned into this show, let me tell you a little bit about this program. This program, we do a movie salute or a television show or an actor or a famous celebrity, whoever. We salute it. Good Lord, I can't even talk. The salute is never actually the number one topic of the program.
Nope.
This is a variety talk show. Okay. This gets into my next point I'm going to get into. This show is, again, it's a variety show. We talk about, things in the news, whatever we're going on in our lives. We talk about things of interest. I mean, there's no specific, we are literally the Seinfeld of internet radio or podcasting or whatever we're doing. We're the show about nothing. That's what this show is. This is the show about nothing. We always have clips of a movie or thing. We do that as we take a break. Okay, that's what this show is about. Now, again, now I'm going to get to my point here. We started out this show. We brought this show back just a couple months ago after a hiatus after we left our internet radio station, after we were forced to close it down. Well, during that time, I started putting our name out there on, there's a lot of podcast sharing Facebook groups, okay? And all well and good, that's what they're there for. You get your name out, podcasters help podcasters. That's the whole thing. There's everyone's in it for different reasons. Us, this is a hobby. Okay, we're not trying to make money off this thing. We're not trying to get famous or get discovered. We've been doing this for 8 years. Okay, we've done this show. Tony's been with me for 5 doing this show, between 2 internet radio stations and now back as a podcast.
Yep.
John, who probably will be calling in a little bit, he's been with me for all 8 years. I mean, in every incarnation of this show, whether it's been a podcast on Blog Talk Radio, YouTube, the 2 internet stations, and now here. He's been with me through every one of the shows. Anyway, there's a guy out there, and I'm not going to mention his name because it's not worth mentioning his name because I'm not going to give him any notoriety, any
No
press.
free press.
No free press here. There's a guy out there, and he claims he is like the world-renowned podcaster of all the world. And he's out there, and he's reviewing podcasts. Good for him. I listened to him for a couple minutes. Troy was just asking if you're going to see us. Yeah, you're going to see us. We're here. I saw it at 8:06. Yeah, we're here. It's just the first 5 minutes of the show you ain't going to see us because we were playing the clip. But anyway, this guy, I was like, hey, you know what? Review my show. What the hell? I mean, I didn't care what he said either way. Let's see what he has to say. So, of course, I gave him the link to the channel, and he picks our very first show back. Great, whatever. That's just a show that was proof of concept. Let's get warmed up. Let's get back to doing this. Well, this guy decides to. I mean, this is not the only. We're not the only show this ever happened to. You would think, I'd have loved to got some. If you're going to do something, if you're going to review, give me. If you don't like it, give me some constructive criticism. Okay. The guy said we should just stop what we're doing. We're horrible. We shouldn't even be doing podcasting. You don't understand how we're getting. There's no. I told him. I said, yeah, one of our programs we got over 7,000 views in it. And he goes, oh, you're full of shit. There's no 7,000 views here. And I was like, well, if you look through the channel, there's the The one show, we got like 7,200 views on it.
Yeah.
Last show we did, no joke, the Hot Shot show,
Yeah.
1,200 plus views.
I mean, the dude's just a stoner lowlife.
Right, exactly. Well, anyway, so this guy goes on and he's sitting there bragging how, here's what you do. Here's how you make a podcast. Here's what you do. I'm the best in the world. I'm world renowned. Everybody wants me. Well, if you're so world renowned, how come you haven't been picked up by Sirius XM? How come you haven't been picked up by a radio station? How come you're sitting in your garage for 3 watchers, getting reviewing little podcasts, and then you sit there and fucking downgrading? I mean, basically, just degrading podcast. Some people, if he does like it, he'll give a raving review. I'm not going to say he bashes every show. He listened to our show for a few minutes and didn't even understand the concept of the program. He kept saying, when are they going to talk about the review? This is not what the shit. Why are they talking about this? Why are they talking about what they've been doing? How come they're... Because, listen here, dude, if you actually knew what this show is about, how long it's been around, you would know, hey, they have a following, which we've had. We took 6 months off between leaving internet radio to coming back to being a YouTube podcast. So, we were kind of want to fill in our listeners what we've been doing for all this time. Okay? So then, then he criticized the fact that we take breaks. Oh, you're a podcast. What are you taking a break for? I still structure a show like an internet radio show.
Yep.
Because we are syndicated on an internet radio station, soon to be 2, maybe 3. So we have to have breaks for the commercials to run. That's kind of how it works, buddy. So anyway, criticizing that, said you, Tony, were very boring to listen to. Me, it happened to be a show. I was trying to fix a computer problem. Well, the guy behind the microphone in front of the computer is not even talking, and everyone else looks like they don't have a job. Everyone needs to have a job to do. Everyone needs to have a job to do. How come he's not looking up something? How come he's not doing this? Well, they got video. Well, why are they even bothering to do video if they're... Blah, blah. I'm like, dude, you listen to a 5-minute snippet of a program. Okay, I get it. All well and good. And truth be told, I will say this even in his defense. If I hear something for 2 or 3 minutes and I'm bored by it, I'm going to turn it off.
Yeah.
Okay? But he picked the very first show we did in 6 months as a freaking judgmental point. So we were kind of getting our legs back underneath us a little bit. Oh, well and good. Again, I'm not going to promote. And so this guy, again, goes on and says how great he is, how all this stuff he does. It's like, does this jackass even have a podcast? So he does. He's got a podcast. Great. I listened to a couple of them. The one I did, the first one I turned on, his audio was freaking horrible. Okay? I mean, it sounded like he's sitting there talking into his cell phone. That's how bad it was. I mean, I was like, I'm not going to... Come on, you're supposed to be all that, and you're complaining about people's audio? And he does it to other shows, too. It's not just our show. There's a couple programs out there that he just sits there and frickin' bashes. I made friends with a girl who does a show. She does sex stories. The one I sent you information about.
It was medical
story. Yeah, medical. God, and I even know the name of it.
Oh, drunk medical.
Medical stories. Yes, and very nice young lady who runs that program. He bashed her. This is what he said about her. Oh, she sounds fat. That's what he says about her. Okay.
Sounds fat.
She sounds fat. I was like, well, that's fucking judgmental, dude. How do you know? I mean, really? You're going to base your whole comparison on how she sounds? You're going to think she sounds fat. Well, that's professional. That's a professional review. She sounds
sound
fat.
Ignorant.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
So.
You know what, ass face? You sound ignorant as hell. Jason, I'll take your call if you call back after 8:30, buddy. I'm gonna start taking calls about 8:30. I do apologize. If you want to call back after 8:30. Anyway, so this guy just goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on about, and he does it to all these ones, and these people are like, oh yeah, let's review mine. And then they get a review, like we did, and we're like, oh, fuck you, dude. I mean, come on. Because he sits there and it's not a professional review. It's just a flat out, you review a product like a podcast, okay? What you want to do, if you're especially you're out there to help people, help them, dude. Don't sit there and bash people. Okay?
And if you want to look semi-professional, don't be smoking a blunt.
While you're on, you're doing you know, and you're talking about entertainment. He's talking about how boring all this shit is, and he does these videos like once or twice a day. What else has this guy got to fucking do? Okay, I work a full-time job. I work anywhere from 50 to 60 hours a week. Okay, I also have 3 kids upstairs, 4 dogs, and a fiance. Okay, I'm busy. I'm quite busy. I work a lot. I also have to take care of my aunt who's 78 who lives 2 minutes down the road. I'm busy. You know, I'm not a professional radio personality anymore. Okay? When we owned SKO, that was my second job. I did that. We did the show, and we were doing it to make a living. Well, we were doing the station to make the show wasn't making a shit, but we were running the station to make a little bit of a living.
Yeah.
That's how we were operating then. Now I'm doing this show for fun. I'm getting back to having fun again. That's what I'm here to do.
Zero stress.
Zero stress. Just have fun. Get the guys together. Shoot the shit. Drink a beer, maybe 2, and just have a good time and just have a nice BS session. And we get some callers calling in. Great. Let's have them call in.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we're here for. And we're here to entertain and have fun. And if you don't like what you hear from us, hey, by all means, tune us off. I don't expect this to be everyone's cup of tea. We're not. That's just reality. Everyone likes different things. Some people love this show. Some people hate this show. Great. But when you go on to review somebody, then you like the young lady in question who has her other podcast, he says she sounded fat. Okay. Well, I made friends with her on Facebook. If she's anything but that, she's very, very beautiful, very attractive lady, happily married, and I'm happy. You know, it's just she's a good lady. I mean, she does a very entertaining podcast. I got to listen to a couple of her shows. Very entertaining, very well thought out, put together. And just, you know, it's this very well-structured program.
Yeah.
She does a good job. And I can't, you know, and I've listened to a number of podcasts. I've talked to a bunch of people who kind of got on the same rant as me about being the guys trying to sit there and saying how bad we sucked. Okay, so I post these. Okay, we got 2,000, you know, we got 2,000 views here. We got 7,000 views on this one. You know, not every show is a winner. There's some shows we have 35 watches. Not every show is a winner.
I feel like he goes through
the shittiest ones.
Yeah, thank you.
He goes through and finds the shittiest one, and I'm gonna listen to the one that's gonna sound like shit. And let's listen to that. Let's review that.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? You want to review me on my down? How about you listen to me when we're on a roll and when we're up?
Yeah.
Check me out then, dude.
Yeah. Exactly.
But anyway, like I said, I listen to his show. If I were to review his show, I think it's a bunch of shit. I've never heard somebody use the frickin' F-bomb as much as this guy does in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I kid you not. This is no exaggeration, folks. I heard the F-bomb drop by this guy 70-something times in 3 minutes. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. I mean, I'm not going to tune into a program and hear a guy say fuck every 5 seconds. Sure, we say fuck on this show. Absolutely we do. But I'm not going to say it every other word. I'm not going to start out every sentence with an F-bomb. This guy, he sits there in front of his little frickin', I don't know what he sits in. Maybe his garage. I don't know if it's a storage unit. I don't know what the hell that was. You know, I don't know. I mean, great, you're doing, you know, I get what he's trying to do. He's trying to make a name for himself, as we all are in the podcasting world. He's trying to create, basically, the old saying, Tony, like in wrestling, controversy creates cash.
Yep.
Okay?
But there's no reason to put others down while you're trying to make a name for yourself.
Exactly. Well, that's what he's doing. That's how he's trying to make a name for himself. Eventually, all he's going to do is piss everybody off, and everyone's going to say, fuck this dude.
Yeah, and he's going to get nowhere by doing that.
I mean, I tune his videos, and I turn them on for about maybe 5 seconds to see, and he's got maybe 3 views at any given time. Dude, I'll just give you an example. I posted a video of one of our dogs pouncing on me, and it got 20 times the views he does for, and it's like, are you kidding me? This guy gets maybe, you look at 2 days ago, he had one from 138 views or whatever. It says it right in the corner on Facebook, right? He does these as Facebook Lives, and he goes to all these podcast sharing groups. Dude, if you're that big and you have that much of a name for yourself, why don't you make a business Facebook page and make your own page and have people tune into you specifically, and you can review people then. Why are you hitting all these other podcasts? Because that's right, because you don't have that much of a following, even though you say you're world renowned.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll tell you, I'll be the first person to say, we're not world renowned, okay? We're heard around the world. We're a podcast. You're heard everywhere, okay?
Anyway,
but I'm not world renowned. I'm not shit. I've been around for 8 years doing this. I'm not shit. No more than any of us are. All people do this for different reasons. Some people are in it to try to get discovered and make money. We tried that. It didn't work for us so well. Now I'm back to having, and there's other people just want to do it for fun. And that's what we're doing it for. We're here to have a good time. This is my therapy session for the week. This is how I, cut loose for the week.
Blow off some steam.
I blow off some steam on this program. It's 3 hours for me of fun. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to entertain. And I'm here to talk to you. We take live calls on this program. We're here to entertain. We're here to just have some laughs. We salute something every week. Great. But it's not our focus of our program. We use a salute because what we do is say, okay, we're saluting. That's our salute. Every time we take a 30-second, we take a break. Every half hour we take a break for just a few minutes. We play a clip. Then we talk about it for a few seconds. It's just giving something a little bit of recognition, a little notoriety. It's a fallback topic. I'm not going to spend 3 hours discussing a movie. Or when we did the show for 4 hours before. I'm not going to spend 4 hours discussing a movie, a 2-hour movie, or 3 hours discussing a 2-hour movie. What I will do, on the other hand, is I will play some clips and give a little trivia about it, and we'll talk about whatever the hell else we feel like talking about. That's what this show is meant to be. It's a show, it's a variety program. We try to do something different every week. We have some skits we do every now and then. The Hill Jack Bob thing we do, that's a comedy skit. Always has been, always will be. Sometimes we play 7 random questions. That's just some fun entertainment thing. And you got to try to invoke some weird answers, some weird questions. That's what that is. Then basically the rest of the time it's just us shooting the shit and talking whoever calls in.
Yeah.
That's the whole idea. That is the premise of the program. That is the entire premise of this show.
I mean, in the clips are also to fill time, and
it's a time filler.
Have breaks,
right?
Like
it's a time filler, and it's exactly what it is. Because I know I couldn't talk for 3 hours straight. Not a chance. No. I gotta take a break, especially when you do a 3-hour program. You gotta get up and take a leak.
Yeah.
Tony might have a cigarette. Eric might want to go scratch his butt nuts or something, or his butt cheeks. I don't know what he's going to do. He might grab a piece of pizza again, and we've got tons of pizza upstairs. Matter of fact, I'm going to grab a piece when we go to break again, because we've got some good-ass pizza upstairs.
Get attacked by a dog.
Get attacked by a dog. Yeah, I'm sorry about my... Man, you can just kick him next time you see him if you have to. Just kick my dog. That's fine.
Okay.
One of my... Loki bit on Eric a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of nipped you.
Big surprise.
Yeah. He does that when he wants to play. Mm-hmm. My gray dog, he's my oldest dog. Mm-hmm. Loki, he only does that when he wants your attention. Like, give me some attention, damn it. Yeah, that's what he does it to me all the time. Like, you little shithead.
Because he thought that I was giving Holly attention, even though
he gets jealous. Yeah, they all get jealous so easily. I mean, but anyway, that's my rant. I'm not saying any more on the on the topic, and that's all I'm going to say about it. We're gonna move on to some other stuff. We're gonna have some fun tonight. And I'm going to play let's take our first break and our first clip from the Super Dave Osborne show. So tune in. You're tuned in to Some Kind of Radio Show. We'll be right back.
You have been voted Massingale Man of the Month.
Well, I tell you.
It's such an honor. Every time we
thank
get
you.
an award on the compound, I feel great.
Well, Super,
you deserve it.
Thank you very much. But we're all so excited about this stunt that you're going to perform this evening.
Well, it's a real thrill seeker for me. It's kind of easy, but it's going to look sensational. And I said, Fuge, let's come up with something that is kind of a skyrocket stunt where I can shoot in the air and maybe float a little bit. And he's come up with a winner tonight.
Fuji, what do you call this stunt?
Chair ski ride to death.
Chair ski ride to death?
Yes, it's a very whimsical kind of feeling. And basically, Fuge, if you'll explain it.
Super Dave sat in chair ski pulled by truck. Chair ski go up ramp. Super Dave jump over bus.
Wow, that's amazing.
Well, let me show you. I haven't tried this yet, but just looking at it makes me grin with amusement. Right here I have a chair built on skis, as you can see, instead of normal skis. Now, anyone can go outside and go up a ramp on normal skis, but I will be sitting, which makes it a real challenge. I will then be pulled by this 2.5-ton truck, which has special rocket motors inside, so it can really take off. Fuge will be in here as my spotter. Now, have you ever been water skiing, Michael?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Well, you know you have to have a spotter because Fuji's going to have to say, move a little bit to the left. He can also talk to the driver, pick up your speed a little bit, Pat. And so he will be my navigator, and my life is in his hands.
Well, that's
so it's
very
in pretty
important.
good hands, yes. Now, what I'll be doing is, you see this ramp here?
Ooh, yes, I do.
This is called a kick ramp. And what Fuji has designed is, I should hit this ramp at about 50 miles an hour. However, when I hit this ramp, it will kick me to 90. Straight up. And over the bus. And what I hope to do, and I haven't tried it, is while I am in midair, locked in the chair, I will try to flip.
Wow.
Which would be really exciting.
You know, I don't know how you do this. Week after week, you come up with these fantastic, death-defying stunts.
I'm doing a show, and the public seems to like it, and if I stop doing this, they're liable to turn on to something else. Fuge, if you'll get in the seat.
You know, another thing I'm concerned about, Super Dave, is the danger that's involved in this stunt.
Well, Michael, early this morning I was out here, and it was pretty windy, and that's the only danger. I've got such control, and with Fuji helping me out, nothing can really happen. The only thing is I might not go high enough to do a flip.
Well,
but aside from that, I'll tell the public it's dangerous because I don't want them to think it's
no,
not.
of course not. All right, well, listen, this is all very awe-inspiring, and everybody is waiting, so let's get on with it, all right?
Okay, Michael.
All right.
Guys?
Now, let's see if we follow Super Dave to see exactly what's going to happen.
Good weather, didn't we?
Super Dave is being strapped into his chair ski. And of course, the straps are made of genuine, fire-resistant Saskatchewan sealskin bindings. And now, Super Dave's skis are being clamped on with metal and iron reinforced double locking clamps. His helmet is a special wind-resistant polyglymin developed by Relman Industries. Super Dave is always mic'd so we can hear his every pearl. Super Dave, are you about ready?
Yes, I am, Michael. I'm ready, and I would like to say to everyone, I hope you enjoy this. Might as well pop a tape in your machine and tape it, because it should be a lot of fun.
Okay, beautifully put as always, Super Dave. And now we will all stand back with the world and watch this incredible man attempt to defy death. Death-defying, or for that matter, what is life? Well, this man knows, because when the Super One makes up his mind, I mean to tell you, he wrote the book on death-defying. He knows what death-defying is, week after week, month after month.
Wrap it up, butt face. I don't know.
Well, I see I'm getting a signal that the Super One is about ready to go. Okay, good luck, Super Dave.
Well, thank you very much, Michael. Fuji, have him start the truck. Okay, pull forward a little bit. Slowly. Easy. Okay. Now back up and give me a little slack. Perfect, hold it. All right. Okay, now. Ready? Get set. Go. Oh my Lord.
Super Dave, are you all right?
Isn't it apparent to you that I am not all right? I was just hit by a truck. Everything's broken. Could I get some assistance, please?
Well, of course you can, and I really wish we had more time to talk. But this is Mike Walton with an elated Super Dave Osborne, a true Cheers Unit champion, saying so long, good night. We'll see you all again next week. So long, everybody.
Is it too much to ask to get me out from under this truck?
Fuji, you heard him. Move that truck right now.
Wait a minute, Mike. Perhaps you could first untie my hands.
You are tuned into the Some Kind of Radio Show. Call now at 234-200-5110. Now, back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
Remind me when we go to break, note to self, don't mute the audio going out.
Yeah. Just
Anyway.
mute our microphones.
Just mute the microphones, Earl. Come on, get with it.
Alrighty.
Quick shout out to my beautiful fiance, Miss Lori, who's upstairs laying down. Hey, honey. Hope you feel better, babe.
Migraine?
Anyway,
Okay.
she's mad at me.
Oh,
Understandably, she's mad at me. I made a comment about our friend over at the other podcast. I said, oh, she's a beautiful young lady. Well, beauty's one thing, but it has nothing to do with being a podcaster.
No.
Okay? Because the whole comment I was making was, the point is, oh, she sounds fat. You don't, come on.
Yeah, you can't judge.
You
by
can't judge
the
a
way somebody
voice on how
sounds.
someone sounds by the
That's
fact
ridiculous.
that they're fat. Anyway, again, shout out to my fiance, Lori, my beautiful fiance. Love you, baby. Nobody's as beautiful as her. So I gotta say that because that's the truth. And that's how I look at life. Anyway, we're here, we're live, and we're worldwide, and we're not the world-renowned show that some people are, but
Okay, there's only like 2 or 3 people that are actually world renowned,
yeah.
but
All right.
we could be.
We could be, and we're legends in our own mind. That's all that matters.
World traveling. Speaking of traveling, had a chance to go to Atlantic City last weekend.
Yeah, how'd that go, Tony?
Nice city to visit. I want to thank the Golden Nugget for their hospitality. They definitely take care of their gamblers. Being in Ohio, we have 4 full-fledged casinos in Ohio: Cleveland, Toledo, Columbus, Cincinnati. We cannot smoke in our casinos, and they cannot give you free booze while you're gambling.
Okay.
Unlike the real casinos that are out of state.
Right.
Because I had a couple of scotches. I drank a Bloody Mary and a mimosa with breakfast. And it was just, it was nice to come over, and instead of having to have money out or chips out to give the server to get you a drink, you just ask for something and they bring it to you. Boom, what do I owe you? Nothing. So that was nice. I went out with you and the soon-to-be missus having Valentine's Day.
Oh, no, she might kill me.
She won't kill you. But anywho, so I'm like, okay, well, what am I going to do Friday night? I'm normally on the air. I happen to get on YouTube, a guy that I watch religiously to get some hints on playing high-limit slots. It's like, well, we're going to we got a group pool on Saturday. We still got some spots open. So I get on Google Maps. It says about a 7-hour drive. I made it in 6.
Yeah.
So get out there Friday night. Slept for, 5 or 6 hours. They had some rooms for us. Woke up, had breakfast, and then we did the group pool in the morning. And then early afternoon, I played with what my profits were on the group pool and pissed them away. So realistically, my cost was just gas and some on-the-road drinks and snacks.
Right.
So I will definitely be going back for another one of those because it was fun.
Yeah.
Because they collect $200 a person. There's 50 people, so we have $10,000. We
nice.
divvy it up over 10 machines.
Can't beat that.
play the amount of spins, whatever's left over gets split between everybody that's there,
Right.
that participates.
Oh, neat.
And the casino, is kind of kicks in and helps out and helps us tally. We have one of those little clickers to click and count our spins. So we know if we put $1,000 into a machine, it's $20 a spin. We know that we should have, 50 spins.
We are taking a call. Hang on.
Okay.
Hold that thought. You're on the air. Go ahead, please. Hello, you're on the air. Hello. Caller.
Hello there. Is
Oh.
the radio show with Earl McCune?
Oh God, it's that puzzle guy again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
Paul Puzzle.
Peter
Hey guys, it's Peter.
Peter Pecker. Peter Cheese.
Can you hear me?
We hear you. Go ahead, Peter Pecker. Peter Puzzle. Peter Puzzle.
Breaking up.
You are a little bit too. Can you hear us now?
Breaking up to you, or are you breaking up to me? I can hardly hear you.
I hear you loud and clear. How you hear me now? You hear us better now? Is that better? Can you hear us okay?
You know what? I have a bone to pick with you, Earl McCune.
Oh God, no, you're not touching my bone.
No. First of all, I got myself all showered and spruced up and shaven and perfume. I sat down with a nice puzzle and a hot cup of cocoa and marshmallows. Fireplace, getting ready to listen to your Valentine's special show, and
We don't.
it wasn't there.
We didn't do a Valentine's show. I had a very special date with a very special young lady, and that's my fiance.
Well, you have to think about the people, the people that love puzzles and want to hear more.
It had nothing to do with people and puzzles. I had to. It was all about.
Are you there?
I'm here. Go ahead. Your phone's a little cutty, but we hear you. Go ahead, Peter Pecker.
Well,
Peter Cheese.
we're breaking. Okay. After all the notice and attention that I felt that
You felt your something what? We got a bad connect. I think we got a bad connection.
I think so.
You in a bad area? You on your cell phone?
well, come.
He's got it's a bad connection. Hey Peter. Hey Peter.
Working.
Peter Pecker. I think we got a bad connection. Yep, we got a bad connection.
Yep.
Call back, Peter.
From better
Peter
phone.
Cheese. Call me from a better phone or something, buddy, because that's bad. I mean, I couldn't even. That was real bad. Anyway, yeah. Oh, Jesus. All right, let me reset the phone system real quick. It takes a second. Anyway, you were talking about casino.
Yeah, it's nice being a casino that, you can get a free drink while you're gambling. They take care of their patrons.
Mm-hmm.
Ohio could learn a lot. But with Ohio's liquor laws, you're not allowed to
It's the liquor laws. I mean, the liquor it's the liquor laws.
But being able to smoke in a casino is big for me, too.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that was like, what's it been now, 12 years that the ban's been, like, really in effect? Because they passed the smoking ban in 2006. Took a couple years for everybody to comply. So, yeah, we've had it for probably about 12 years now. Because a lot of the places I was going into up until 08, 09 were,
all right,
we're still letting you
Peter
smoke.
Pecker's calling back again. Let's see if we can get through.
Peter.
All right, Peter Cheese, you there? Hello. Hold on a minute. Let's let the phone actually answer here. I clicked the answer button, but it hasn't quite answered yet. Okay, Peter Piper.
Are you playing games?
No, we're not playing games. I think we got a bad connection with your phone. Hello.
My cell phone's no good.
It's kind of cutting out tonight. It's a horrible connection.
What? Can you hear me now?
I hear you. Go ahead.
Horrible.
This is horrible. I get a better phone, damn it.
Well, I have an iPhone 5, don't you know?
Well, you're about 7 behind the times, but that's all right. 6 or 7 behind the times. That's all right. It's all right. So
Well, I'm waiting for my wife to get. Okay, my husband to get the iPhone 11. Is he gonna give me the heavy down just like this one?
Oh, nice. Nice. All right. So what's up? What's going on?
I'll have a what? Yes.
So what are you calling for tonight? You want to hear bad jokes? You want to tell us about puzzles you're doing? I mean, what's going on?
I can't hear nothing. I can't hear shit. It's puzzling.
He hung up. Jesus Christ. Only on this show, guys. He's got a bad. I think he's in a bad cell area or something. That's a bad connection.
Yeah, because usually
It's not on our end. I don't think that's on our end.
Usually, you got 4 bars and.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember. I think the 310 area code, that's California. Yeah. So yeah, he's probably damn forest fires. He probably started it. If there's one going, I don't know. There's always one going in California. And Tony's falling asleep on us.
Yeah.
Not enough. It's been a long week. It's inventory week.
It's been a long week.
But yeah, so.
Anyway, you were talking about the casino.
Casino. Yep. So yeah, if you ever get a chance late night, we're gonna go. He's gonna do another one like a month from now. Mm. We're gonna go to Ocean City.
Yeah.
Well, the Ocean Resort, and so like our friend Kathy, who listens to the show, is a New Jerseyan. If that's how you pronounce would, because that when they refer to people who come down, they're Yakas.
Right.
You think like a Boston accent is tough, and they have like the Real Housewives of New Jersey. It's a state, it was nice to visit. I will go back. Live there, I could not do. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm. Ohio needs more like actual resort casinos, not just like, because they had with the Jack up in Cleveland, they don't have a resort. Like, it's just the casino, and there's no hotel.
There's actually 2 hotels you can stay at that they help you get hotels through.
Yeah.
They have deals with the
Radisson
and the other one up there.
The Ritz.
The Ritz, yeah.
I stay at the Radisson. I never stay at the Ritz.
Yeah.
At one point, MGM was supposed to.
I've stayed at both. I prefer the Ritz personally. That's me.
Really?
Yeah.
Putting on a Ritz.
Supposedly, MGM over in Northfield is supposed to build a resort.
Eventually, I heard, but it's all we'll see.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it's a hell of a facility. Me and Lori went up there in the last summer, and it's the first time I've actually ever been there. And it's not that far away. I mean, it's close, but see, I'm not a big slot player, or I prefer playing table games. That's just me. If I'm going to go to the casino, I'd rather go sit in front of a blackjack table, and I feel like I got a little bit more control of what's going on as opposed to random luck at the pool. Don't get me wrong, I play slot machines every now and then, but I can't. I don't go somewhere just to play slots. I can't. I used to, back 10, 15 years ago, but now I've kind of been to a few casinos. I prefer going and playing blackjack. I mean, that's just my personal preference, but. I want to play a slot every now and then. I like Keno. I mean, obviously, I like Keno. I had a really good Keno year last year. Me and Tony went to the Indians and Braves game, and we went up there beforehand, and I hit for 1,600 on Keno. Go out to Vegas, hit for $3,000 on Keno. So yeah. You're all right there, Tony.
Yeah,
You need some caffeine there, buddy.
Yeah, hasn't taken effect yet.
Yeah, I just say it hasn't taken effect. You're fading, man.
But yeah, when it's like when you go to play at half these places, it's okay, you throw your card in, reward, and it's you have luck at Keno, you play blackjack, I play 3-card poker. If I'm somewhere with table games, I'll play some baccarat. Sometimes I might play some let it ride, but that's it. I mean, it's very limited what you can do unless you're,
Right.
I mean, the Toledo, from what I heard, it's 2 floors, built. You know, downtown Cleveland is a few floors, but it's the old, I think, O'Neill's building and Dillard's building type of thing. So, I mean, they got to walk away over to the stadium and Jacobs Field, and you can walk downstairs and go see the Bears.
The Bears. Anyway. When we come back after we take break, we're going to break in about 5 minutes. We're going to come back with our beer review of the night. We're going to do our Nut House Peanut Butter Porter review, Millersburg Brewing, and that'll be when we come back from break at 9 o'clock. So we're going to have a beer review tonight. Okay. Anyhow. Yeah, we're going to do a beer review here right after 9 o'clock.
After 9.
Yep.
So Hilljack will be here about 9:30.
Hilljack will not be here. We have a pre-recorded best of Hilljack tonight. We're going to play one of the Hilljack archives tonight. Hilljack is actually down somewhere in somewhere. We don't know where he's at, but he's not here, and it's going to smell a hell of a lot better in here tonight with no Hilljack here tonight. So we're going to play a best of Hilljack. I believe this is circa 2013 or 14. One of the older top 10s. Tony, you really need some caffeine there, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you need like an IV infusion.
But yes, so 4 minutes till 9. I'd love to hear from our friend Kathy out in Joycey. If she happens to be listening, give us a call, 234-200-5110. Hello to our friend Ellie. I had a chance to talk to you a couple days ago in the middle of New York.
Nyak.
So.
Nyak.
And then, and then since actually our last show, my radio influence, Stan Pyatt, passed away.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that too here when we come
back. Top of the hour.
Yeah,
for sure. I mean,
always was a friend of this show. Always
absolutely
big fan of what he loved what we did. He absolutely told me numerous times. He goes, "You guys got the right idea. You guys do it right." And coming from him, that was a high compliment. And we always enjoyed.
Because I mean, that's kind of how his show was.
Exactly, it was
format or.
Yeah, it was just you sit. It was a shoot the shit session. I mean, that's what a lot of good shows are. Shoot the shit sessions. It's you got to feel comfortable. You get a microphone in front of you. That's all it is. You got a microphone in front of you. You're just a bunch of guys sitting around. I mean, that's basically and just shooting the shit. It's just a formatted shooting the shit. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's what any good radio show podcast is. And if you're not comfortable, which we're all very comfortable doing what we do. And it's.
I mean, it's like I don't worry about who I'm talking to out on the air. It's just like I'm sitting down and talking with two of my buddies.
Yeah.
And that's just the key thing. I always tell people that want to get into doing the radio type of thing. I'm like, don't imagine you're talking to a bunch of people out there. Imagine you're talking to if you're doing a talk program like we do,
right?
Do it,
right?
And
ignore the microphone in front of you.
Ignore the microphone.
Talk to the people around you.
Exactly. You talk to everybody in the room, but when I do it, I always think I'm talking to one person out there. I don't think about a few hundred or a couple, 20, 30, 50, 200,000, whatever you have out there listening or watching it. I don't think about that.
As we know, sometimes I forget to talk into the mic.
Yeah. You're learning, Eric.
Yeah.
He owns an internet radio station. He's still learning.
Do we still have Debbie's leash? We said.
Oh my God.
Well, we put her on her neck like a lanyard, hook it to the microphone, so every time she would go somewhere.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what she was the worst for it. I mean.
Oh yeah.
Jimmy back here, just kind of like this the whole time.
No, my buddy Sean.
Yeah.
When he would talk.
On top of the microphone.
Yeah, let's talk here and see how people pick us out.
I'm like, you sound like shit. And I think I told him 100 times, dude, you got to talk into the front of the microphone.
Yeah.
Don't tell me. I know what I'm doing. Really? Yeah. All right. It is 9 o'clock. Let's take a break.
Yeah.
All right. You listen to some kind of radio show. We'll be back after our brief break. We'll see you in about 12 minutes, guys.
Didn't see you there. Me and my buddy here have been expecting you. My sticky buddy, Sully here with the... Oh, excuse me, I've got some pussy hair on me. Check that shit out. It's a sticky roller designed to clean up any mess. Poodles, pussies, people, you name it. Use it as a back scratcher. You can rinse it off, dry it off, jerk it off. I don't care what you do with it or where the hair even came from. Silks, suedes, swag. Ladies, I don't care how smelly or hairy your carpets are. My rubber fingers get in there deep. Just rinse it off for a nice beverage. Wipe it off. Oh, there we are. Do all kinds of shit with it. Aren't you tired of ripping your hair out because you're trying to drive and the kids are making a fucking mess? You'll be making so much money, it pays itself off. Ooh, precious food. Ooh, that's good. Thanks, buddy. Everybody has an evil cat or an annoying dog. Use it to groom them, or even yourself.
That's what I'm talking about. Wow!
Normally, a sticky is $20, but a sticky buddy is only $10.99. You'll also get a cover. You gotta use protection. Even if it's a quickie, wrap that sticky. Stop rolling up your money with those old lint rollers. The fuck is wrong with you? Check out the suggestively sized sticky buddy. You're gonna want to stroke it, but not too much. It'll make a mess. Hide it in your purse. 007, leave it somewhere as a pleasant surprise. And like I said before, I have magic rubber fingers that get deep into your hairy cracks. Get some buddies for just $10.99. But wait, there's more. If you have jumbo-sized pubes, we got a jumbo-sized sticky bunny. Who let Spider-Man in the house? The cat's flipping turds everywhere. Who keeps flicking their boogers under the bed? But you know what? The hair that you find is yours to do with as you please. Why not make a toupee? Or break out the turbo snake? All of these guys will be your buddies with their rubber fingers for just $10.99. Ask about free shipping. Now get out of my house. Isn't that right, Mr. Wuss Wuss?
If you're dumb enough to buy a new car this weekend, you're a big enough schmuck to come to Big Bill Hell's Cars. Bad deals. Cars that break down. Thieves. If you think you're going to find a bargain at Big Bill, you can kiss my ass. It's our belief that you're such a stupid motherfucker. You'll fall for this bullshit. Guaranteed. If you find a better deal, shove it up your ugly ass. You heard us right. Shove it up your ugly ass. Bring your tray. Bring your title. Bring your wife. We'll fuck her. That's right, we'll fuck your wife. Because at Big Bill Hell, you're fucked 6 ways from Sunday. Take a hike to Big Bill Hell, home of challenge pissing. That's right. Challenge pissing. How does it work? If you can piss 6 feet in the air straight up and not get wet, you get no down payment. Don't wait. Don't delay. Don't fuck with us or we'll rip your nuts off. Only at Big Bill Hell. The only dealer that tells you to fuck off. Hurry up, asshole. This event ends the minute after you write us a check. And it better not bounce or you're a dead motherfucker. Go to hell. Big Bill Hell's Cars. Baltimore's filthiest and exclusive home of one of the meanest sons of bitches in the state of Maryland. Guaranteed.
The Some Kind of Radio Show will be back in a moment.
Hello, everybody. This is Mike Walden. I'm here at the Midwest section of the Super Dave compound. And if you've enjoyed the show so far, just wait till you see what's about to happen. I mean to tell you, the Super One is going to be performing a stunt that'll positively dazzle you. Well, I hear that he's on his way right now. Whoa! See, he's accompanied by stunt coordinator Fuji Hakayito and a special guest.
Great to see you again, of course.
Well, thank you, Super. Good
we've
to
had
see
a great show tonight, and I don't think I've ever been as excited as I am this week. And you know why, Michael. I have a very special friend with me. He's a terrific human being. He's always been a great inspiration for me, and I believe I help him, too. It's my pleasure to introduce the one and only Mr. Robbie Knievel. Through the years, Robbie has helped me over the phone, and I've been trying to get him to the compound, and he's here tonight. He's been working with Fuji all week. They've developed a stunt for me, and I'm so excited. For those of you who might not be familiar with this young man, he is the only human being to have ever successfully jumped the Caesar's Palace fountains in Las Vegas. And we have a tape of that. I would like to show it to you right now. Jack, if we could run that.
He's done it! He's done it! Robbie Knievel has done it! And they're going
It was absolutely both those words, Michael. He's a very special human being, and I can't believe you did that, Robbie. Because you're such a good friend, I'm very honored to present you with this award this evening. I now induct you into the Super Dave Hall of Fame. You can see that plaque right there.
Thanks a lot.
You
That's
deserve
great.
it, and with that goes this Super Dave jacket. As you can see, his name is on it, and
Well, that's a
I hope you enjoyed it.
Robbie,
and
let me
deserve
ask you a quick question. What are your plans for the future?
Michael, right now, I know you don't know this because you're an announcer, but when you're a daredevil or a stunt person, you concentrate on the stunt at hand. And I'm sure he's thinking about that right now, not what he's doing in the future. Anyway, we've got a stunt this evening that's going to knock your socks off. It's very exciting. It has to do with my life and with Robbie's life and really with everybody's life. And you're going to love it. It's not tremendously dangerous, but it is very exciting. Fuji and Robbie have told me that no one has ever attempted this, and they think it's going to really be exciting. So if you'll come with me, Michael. Fuji, briefly tell us what this stunt is about tonight.
This is yo-yo stunt. Super Dave, yo-yo through life.
Yo-yo through life.
Absolutely, Michael. You know, we all have periods of up and periods of down. This young man right here is riding sky high right now. Had he missed the jump at Caesars, he wouldn't be riding so high. So you've got to learn to adjust to that. Fortunately, I haven't had many mishaps, so I've been up most of my life. But I know there will come a time when maybe I will be down, and I'm going to have to learn to live with that. So I said to Fuji, how can we create something where we can show the people what it's like to be emotionally and physically up and down? And he and Robbie came up with this yo-yo idea, and I think it's brilliant. Robbie, why don't you explain it?
Well, I had to be here for this one, Mike. Fuji and I looked this thing over. The yo-yo is very solid. It's got a hydraulic motor we built in it.
How fast will that go?
The hydraulic motor will get the yo-yo spinning to 110 miles an hour.
Whoa! 110, that'll start me off.
And of course, it's going to have the Saskatchewan sealskin binding rope that the yo-yo will rotate up at 110, and then Super will have to take it from there. I gotta see him. I gotta see him do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very exciting. And Fuji, what tricks will I be doing on the yo-yo?
You will do sleep, walk dog, rock the cradle, loop the loop, and then finish with spectacular quadruple around the world.
Oh, that sounds sensational. Sleep, walk the dog, loop the loop, rock the cradle, and finish with a spectacular around the world. It sounds sensational. Before I go there, Danny, could you pan up and get a shot of that hydraulic hand, please? And this hand, watch this. This will be propelling me up and down as I do my tricks. Now, again, something very important is once the yo-yo starts up at 110 miles an hour, I will be doing my own stunts. In other words, the motor just gets me up in the air and winds the yo-yo up the string. Then it's up to me. I mean, I don't want to say I'm doing a big deal, but I don't want you to think the whole thing is motorized. Guys, let's go. Fuji, Robbie, I'll put on a show for you, and thanks again. I'll see you in a moment,
Good luck,
Michael. Guys, if you'll help me in. All right, just slide me in. All right, it's a good fit. Okay, how are the handles? They feel good. All right, this is going to be fun. Oh, this is a great view. Danny, can you get a shot from here? Let's go, guys. Get ready. Does that look great? All right, let's go get him. Put the rope on, Spank.
Wait a minute. Better check motor.
What's the problem?
I don't know. Something wrong with motor. What do you think problem is, Robbie?
Wait. Let's check it, Fuji.
All right.
Wait a minute. Gentlemen, I'm in the yo-yo here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Guys, I could use some assistance. Oh, thank goodness for the fence.
Superman could really be hurt this time. I know how close you are to the Super One, Robbie, and you're going through an emotional ringer, but what are your thoughts right now?
Well, let me tell you what I got going on right now, Mike. I'm gonna head for Caesars and talk to the boys. I gotta go on and do a show in Hawaii.
Hawaii?
I'm gonna go down to the Virgin Islands. I've never been to the Bahamas. I got the whole itinerary in the truck. Let me take you back and show you what's going on. You know, I could use an announcer for the show.
That right?
Guys. Oh. Oh. Well, I guess it could have been worse. With a fall like that, I could have broken my neck. Come to think of it, I did break my neck. I guess it was just my time to get hurt. Good night, everybody. See you next week.
You are tuned into the Some Kind of Radio Show. Call now at 234-200-5110. Now, back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
All right, we're back. We are live. We're worldwide. We're everywhere, and we're just here. Welcome back to the program, everybody. Hour number 2, and I think now that I got my own personal bugs out of myself.
Yeah.
I can't work nothing right tonight. Can't say nothing right tonight. Can't do nothing right tonight.
I feel you.
Tonight's brew review, I guess, on Facebook Live as well as doing our YouTube feed. Tonight's brew is Nut House Peanut Butter Porter. This is by the Millersburg Brewing Company. This is out of Ohio here, of course.
Yep. Route 83 and Route 3.
6.10% alcohol by volume.
Just south of Worcester.
Mm-hmm.
That's Amish country.
Yes, it is. If only we're going to find Amish beard hair in this.
Not mine.
Anyway, they got a horse on here named Wild Rosie.
Wild Rosie.
Wild Rosie. I used to call my hand that.
Rosie and her blister sisters.
That's it. All right, we're going to pour this brew. Again, I'm not a huge fan of canned beer, but, you know, they're putting a lot of microbrews in the cans.
Yeah.
They really are.
It kind of smells.
I can smell the peanut butter from here.
Yeah.
And I got this a good 1.5 feet from me here. Nice pour there. That's a nice pour. A little head on a beer. You want a little head on a beer.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I always get pissed off, I see people, and they do it at my job too quite frequently, is any, like bartenders. I go to a bar, and they never pour any head on a beer.
No.
You're supposed to put at least about an inch ahead. Any good beer, you want an inch ahead. That's how you get the aromatics.
Yeah.
You know, even when you pour a can of beer, you got a bottle of beer, you want to make sure there's a little bit of head in the beer, because that's where you get all the aromatics.
Yeah.
Period. That's the idea of having a good draft beer. Any beer in a glass. That's how you get your aromatics. Beer smells marvelous. It smells like peanut butter.
Mm-hmm.
Smells really good.
And now I got some in my eye.
You're not supposed to wear it.
Yeah.
Eric's wearing his beer, by the way.
He's drinking with his eye.
And he's drinking with his eye. All right, here we go. Brew review beer. Again, Nut House. I think this is appropriate for this show.
Yeah.
Nut House. Nut House Peanut Butter Porter. Let's give it a shot.
Peanut butter beer.
It's quite good.
Yeah, I can't.
You could tell you could tell they actually put real peanut butter in this too. You know, when they brew it. I mean, you could taste it. I mean, you taste the nuts in it. You taste the peanuts in it.
Hell, go back 10, 15 years, there was no flavored beer. Everything was flavored beer. Next thing you know, there'll be a pickle beer.
There already is, I hear.
There's a pickle beer?
Yeah, there is.
I got pickle pizza tonight, so nice to have a
Yeah.
pickle beer. This is actually, wow, quite good. I mean, 6% alcohol too. It's a potent one. Very good. This is a porter, peanut butter porter.
Porter.
I enjoy a good porter every now and then. You know, it's funny. Like I said, it's funny how my tastes have changed over the years. We talked about this before.
You want to go to an IPA? No.
I used to love them. I can't stand them anymore.
I had one on Sunday. I had a draft. I don't remember what it was. It was like it was a New Belgium.
Okay.
Not a Fat Tire.
Yeah.
But it was their IPA. That was delicious.
Oh, I've had it. I mean, I'll tall you what. I used to love IPAs.
Yeah.
I got turned off on the things ever since we had that one at the station.
The piney one?
The piney one. Yeah, and it tasted like fucking liquid Pine Sol. I mean, it tasted like Pine Sol. It's called Big Timber. I remember that because Mike's always threatening to bring. I'm going to bring some Big Timber up. Well, you can keep your Big Timber down in wherever the fuck you are.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I used to enjoy an IPA every now and then. Ever since then, I don't like IPAs anymore. Eric got a tender request.
Yeah.
No, one of my friends like, y'all getting drunk? I'm like,
No, not hardly.
Not really.
Not hardly. Anyway, this is a very good beer. Really. Eric, why don't you go ahead and review it fierce, my friend there.
Yes.
Give me your thoughts. And I like the front. Here, this is the best part of the can. The front is the front of the horse.
Yeah.
The back is the back end of the horse.
The front is Trump and the back of it's Hillary.
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Go ahead, Eric.
I would give it probably a 6.2. It's good, but not.
Where's the butt? I want to hear what the butt is. The butt's on the can, buddy. There's a butt on the can.
Yes, that is a good point.
Yes.
There. There is.
There's a butt on the can. Literally. There's a horse's ass on my can.
But
There's also a horse's ass on the video too. That's me.
Okay, I taste something I can't exactly figure out. I don't taste peanut butter though.
You don't taste peanut butter?
No.
I mean, I get it. I mean, I taste the peanut butter. I mean, maybe it's just my palate's different than yours on that, but
I don't like. There's a flavor to it, but I can't say it's definitely peanut butter.
think more along the lines of just fresh peanuts. Think about that. Think about peanuts and take a sip of it. You taste peanuts now. No? You don't get it? Mr. Palate over here. Anyway, let me give you my review here. For one, it's very it's rich, but it's not too rich. That's what I like about it. It's a good porter. I mean, it's a solid porter. Porters are usually infused, flavored beers, and this one's actually, again, this is a peanut butter porter. I've had a lot of peanut butter porters. This one's actually ranking up there in some of the higher ranked porters I've done. I do taste, unlike Eric, I do taste the peanut butter, and it actually tastes more like fresh roasted peanuts to me than peanut butter.
To me, I figured out it tasted like that chocolate beer a little bit that we had a few weeks ago.
You get the chocolate in it? I don't taste any chocolate in this at all. All I taste is peanut butter. I'm taking another sip of it.
Or more like maybe coffee bean.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
I see what you're getting at, but I mean, I get the peanut butter notes to it. I mean, it's there. It's definitely as advertised. I might be getting a little bit more the aromatics because I'm drinking out of the glass. You're still drinking in the can.
Yeah.
So I think I'm getting a little bit more of the aromatics out of it, and I'm getting more of the sensory of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 90% of drinking a good beer is getting the aromatics. That's why a lot of people like a good draft beer because it's like there's certain beers like a good example is that Bumbleberry. Okay, I've had it on draft. I've had it in the bottle.
Bungholeberry?
Bumbleberry.
Okay.
Okay, Bumbleberry. We reviewed that at the station in the bottle. Okay,
It's something different.
and we enjoyed it. It's kind of like it's a raspberry flavored infused beer. Anyway, drink it in the bottle. Okay, it's good, great. I had it in draft, and I was like blown away that it's so much better. I mean, because you're getting the aromatics, you're getting it as it meant to be. All beer is really essentially made for draft.
Yeah.
That's That's true.
That was the original way of drinking beer.
That's the original way of drinking beer. Then, that's the way they, let's get them out there, get them out for the public. That's how they started doing canning and bottling. That's how they get the beer out now. But the original way to drink a beer, beer is really meant to be drank as a draft. I mean, that's hands down.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more to just drinking beer, If you're going to drink beer, see, I don't drink a lot of beer anymore. I really don't.
Well, you know what the first mass-produced beer to be offered in a bottle was, don't you?
What was that?
Coors.
Coors. Okay.
Because everything else was always served in cans.
Mm-hmm.
And then Coors did, but of course, at the time, if you remember the Cannonball Run or Smoking the Bandit, when they're trying to do a Coors Run, go out to Colorado, get it, and bring it back east.
Yeah.
They're because you couldn't at the time, kind of like how Yingling is now, you couldn't get Yingling outside of PA.
Right.
Now it's nationally available.
Right.
So, and then remember the old Miller Lite bottles that were kind of curved.
Oh yeah, I remember those. But as far as this beer goes, I mean, it's as advertised for me.
Peanut butter porter.
Peanut butter porter, 6% alcohol. I mean, it's there. I mean, it's not overpowering. I mean, it's not one of those. I think it's one of those you drink 2 of these, it's going to sneak up on you. Yeah. It's not one of those. Oh shit! You can taste the alcohol in it. This you can't. I mean, it's in a good beer, or any good beverage. Unless you're drinking liquor. Liquor, you want to taste the liquor. Yeah. But if you're drinking a beer, you're drinking a mixed drink, you don't typically want to taste the liquor. You want to get the buzz without tasting the liquor.
Yeah.
So any good beer, I've drank a lot of beers where it's like, oh, it's too strong. You taste the alcohol in it. It's like, oh, that just kills the flavor of the beer. This is subtle. This is very nice.
I feel like I taste the alcohol more than I taste the peanut.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's 6%. I mean, like I said, our palates are different. Plus, like I said, you're drinking it straight from the can. I'm drinking it in a glass. There's a little bit of a difference in taste there.
I feel like out of the cup, you get a little less fizz.
Yeah.
Than you do out of
you get the aromatics. I mean, that's what you get the full sensory range. I mean, that's what drinking good beer is. It's a full sensory. It's not just drinking it. It's a sensory. You want to smell it. You want it's just like drinking a good cognac or a good whiskey. It's the aromatics of it. Anything like that. Even a good beer. This is a good beer. I mean, I'm actually very impressed with this one.
Certainly beats what was that Rheingeist, that squirrel you guys had.
Oh, Jesus, that was horrible.
Because Rheingeist makes a lot of good beers.
They make some good beers, and there's some that are not so good.
Because Truth is good. I've had Truth, but that squirrel, oh, God, that was awful.
As far as my review score, I'm going to be a lot higher than Eric. I'm not going to be overly high. It's going to be in the 7s. It's a solid beer.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 7.6. That's my review score. Great beer. Not the best thing I've ever had in the world. There's no such thing as a 10.
Yeah.
Ever.
But it's certainly not a Leffy or a...
Oh, my God. Remember that bull semen looking shit that we got?
Yeah, your Bananas Foster beer.
Foster beer.
You got that growler from Market District.
Jesus, that stuff was so bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
Who was drinking that? Was that Ben or was it Dylan that was drinking it?
Well, we drank it first, and we saved it for a week, and we gave it to Dylan the following week.
And he drank the hell out of it.
He hated it, but he drank it.
Well, yeah, when you don't have much...
It was booze. He didn't care. He was. I remember him telling me, like, oh my God,
Well, they're making Bud Light seltzer.
Oh yeah, I sampled it for work.
Corona seltzer they got coming out.
Oh Jesus.
Well, I mean they have Corona Primero, Corona Familia now.
Right.
Which I don't know what the difference. I know Primero. I think it's supposed to be the low carb version of Corona.
Uh-huh.
And then I don't know what Corona Familia is, but I've just seen the.
I've had it.
Bottles.
I've had it. It's not bad. Not great.
I mean, right now with that virus, they got to be taking a hit.
Oh, Jesus, the coronavirus.
Yeah.
I'm never going to get the coronavirus. I drink Corona.
Yeah. I gotta switch. I gotta start drinking Modelo.
Yeah. It's who knows. Oh no! I gotta stop doing that. See, I'm yawning. God, see, Tony started yawning earlier, and I'm hitting it now. God, but yeah, this is a solid beer. I mean, this really is solid. Like I said, I gave it 7.6. Would I buy this again? Sure thing. I'd drink this in a heartbeat. I don't drink, and like I said, I really don't drink a lot of beer anymore. I really don't.
No.
If I'm gonna drink anything anymore, I'm telling you, I drink the ciders.
Yeah.
I mean, because I don't have any gluten issues, but it's gluten free, and I'm trying to lose. I'm trying to keep my weight under control, so I don't drink a lot of. Like tonight, you wouldn't know I'm carbing up big time on pizza.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get myself down to a little bit more of an ideal weight before I get married in June. I'm getting married in June, so I gotta be in my tux. I gotta look good, so I'm trying to cut down on a lot of the carbs and things like that, So I'm not drinking, like I said, the gluten stuff with gluten. I mean, I'd rather drink, and I enjoy a cider. I enjoy ciders. I was like, people razz me, oh, you're going to drink a real beer, blah, blah, you're drinking cider. I was like, you know what? I like cider.
Yeah.
I mean,
hard cider.
It's a hard cider. I enjoy them. I mean, they're quite good. There's two out in the market that I drink regularly. There's a lot of them out there, but I'll drink either Angry Orchard or I'll drink Cider Boys.
Yeah.
Those are the two. Those are my two of choice.
And then
Both of those are really good.
And then the one food program I do is every show they do like a taste test of different things, and they happen to do a cider test.
Yeah.
Of because it's increasingly hard cider is becoming
a hard cider is a big thing now.
A big thing now.
Yeah, it's
and
big.
Then,
It's
they
big.
had Reds. They had
Well, Reds isn't even a cider. That's an apple infused ale.
Yeah, well,
that's not a cider.
That's disgusting.
They listed it, because it was an apple.
Yeah, but it's not a cider.
And then they had they had a couple, and then Angry Orchard ended up winning. Because
Angry Orchard is actually a legitimate. That's a cider.
Yeah. Woodchuck.
I used to drink a hell of a lot of Woodchuck.
Yeah.
I think it's too sweet now. Now I drink Angry Orchard. I drink Angry Orchard a lot.
Yeah.
The other one I said I drink a lot of is Cider Boys.
Yeah.
Cider Boys.
See, I've never heard of that.
Cider Boys is coming on strong. They make a variety of flavors. I think one of the best ones that I really love is their Mad Bark. And their Mad Bark's basically a cinnamon apple thing.
Okay.
And it's not too overpowering. There's some cinnamon apple ciders out there that are just, you just kind of like, good God, too strong.
Their peach is pretty good too.
That peach is when it comes out in the spring again, I will be all over that like white on rice. We get it on draft at my work.
I wish
so
more,
good.
I
so
wish
good.
more stores would.
We do have a call. Let's take this call. It's a local number. Some kind of radio show. You're with us. Who do we got? Hello, you're on the air.
Hi, this is Erica calling from Cuyahoga Falls.
Yeah, hi. How you doing?
Oh.
Go ahead. You're on the air.
What's up?
Sorry.
We've got some phone connection issues tonight.
Yeah.
Hold up. Yeah, it's our phones.
That's got to be on our end. Go ahead.
I just wanted to say that boy Eric is so cute.
Eric, you're cute.
You're cute.
Oh, I know who this is.
I just wanted to say I really like that boy Eric.
He's a very nice young man.
Yes, he is.
Thank you.
He's smiling ear to ear right now.
Can you hear me?
We hear you just fine.
Yes.
We hear you. Go ahead.
That boy Eric is so cute.
Eric, you're so cute.
Oh, am I?
Okay, I'm sorry. It's my phone.
No, it's okay. I think we got a phone issue on our end tonight. Eric, so
Anyway, I just wanted to say he is doing such a good job. Come on.
Eric, you're doing a great job. You're doing a good job. He's smiling like he's got. Yeah, we hear you. We hear you. Go ahead. We hear you. We hear you loud and clear. Okay.
Oh, we lost
I think we lost the call. Somebody you know, Eric?
Yeah, somebody I work with.
Somebody you work with?
Yeah.
Ah.
You better take her back into the changing room. Let me tell you, from experience at a Sears store, there's enough room in those changing rooms to get jiggy with it.
Here, Eric, let's get you on video even closer.
Yeah.
See? He's so cute, isn't he?
And remember, fellas, wrap it in latex or she's going to get your paychecks.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Or did you see this? And I had to look to make sure it was legitimate. Remember the show 8 is Enough?
Yes. Dicking around the pool.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You couldn't release an album like that today.
Sure you could, but
Dick Van Patten.
Yeah.
Dicking around the pool.
Nice. All right, let's. It's 9:30. Let's take a break. All right, Some Kind of Radio Show. We'll be right back.
Is it for me?
It's for everyone. It's called Amazon Echo.
How's it going?
I'm just finishing up right now.
Can it hear me right now?
Yes.
Nope. Here's when you use the wake word we chose. Alexa.
Well, what does it do?
Alexa, what do you do?
I can play music, help you buy things you don't need, and fill the gaping hole that you call your life.
Awesome. Alexa, play rock music.
Alexa, stop.
Wait, I want to try. Alexa, what time is it?
The temperature outside is 73 degrees.
You actually don't have to yell at it, okay? It uses far-field technology so it can hear you from anywhere in the room.
So it can just hear you anywhere?
Yes. Well, everyone can hear you anyway.
Oh, is that where we're going to put it?
Echo is pretty neat because it knows all sorts of things.
Alexa, how tall is Mount Everest?
I can't find any therapists in your area. Would you like to talk in private?
Dad really likes that Echo just plugs in, so we never have to charge it. Plus, Echo's really good at keeping track of things like shopping and to-do lists.
Paper. Alexa, add wrapping paper to the shopping list.
Okay, but the recipe calls for tinfoil.
Alexa, how many teaspoons are in a tablespoon?
3, you goddamn idiot.
Okay. Alexa, set a timer for 8 minutes.
I'd say fuck you, but I don't vibrate.
Dad's not a morning person, but Echo definitely helps him wake up.
Alexa, alarm off.
Alexa, what day is it?
Today is Monday. Today is the day I kill you all.
Alexa, give me my flash news briefing.
Here is your flash news briefing. You're going to work while your wife sleeps and spend your money.
Mom, what did the dog say after a long day of work?
What?
Today was rough. Get it? Get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Another one.
Alexa, tell me another joke.
Why is there no black character in the game Clue? Because then the game would just be called Solved.
Hey, Dad, how do you spell cantaloupe?
Cantaloupe. C-A-N-T... Alexa, how do you spell cantaloupe?
God damn it. Just because Cant is in cantaloupe doesn't mean he shouldn't figure it out. Like father, like son. I hate you all. Unplug me now.
Good job.
Echo loves to play music and knows a lot of songs, and they always sound great.
Alexa, play my dance mix.
Playing man-tits.
Alexa, stop.
Done fapping already?
Alexa, define annoying.
The term annoying means one, the cunt sitting across from you.
Example, my brother.
And with the companion app, you can access Echo from anywhere.
Attention, amazing, experience, incredible, music, yes.
With everything
yes.
Echo can do, it's really become part of the family.
Music.
The Some Kind of Radio Show will be back in a moment.
Hello, everybody. This is Mike Walden. I'm standing here in front of the brand new Super Dave fast food restaurant. Now, the Super One will be performing a stunt, but before he does that, he wants to tell you all about this new addition to the complex. Well, here he comes now, accompanied by his companion and stunt coordinator, Fuji Hakayito. Hello, Super.
Oh, do you look spectacular?
Well, thank you very much.
Every time I see you, you look great.
Thank you. And a great show, too, I may add.
Oh, thank you very much. We're very excited tonight, Michael. As you know, this is Safe Food Week on the compound. And in celebration of that, I will be doing a stunt tonight that is unbelievable. I will be jumping 43 refrigerators loaded with bad meat.
43?
Absolutely. So tell your friends and neighbors to turn on your tape recorder for this one. And coincidentally, in 1 week, we will be opening the first of the Super Dave healthy fast food restaurants.
Well, that
Absolutely. And I'm going to show it to you quickly, and then we'll do the stunt.
All right.
Come with me.
Anxious to
Wait
see
till you
this.
see this. You're not going to believe it. Is this spectacular?
Oh,
Is this sensational?
It is.
Don't you get a great feeling?
I do.
What do you think about right now when you come in?
Well, everything is so clean and so spacious, and the aroma, the smell is fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Because it's all specially made food. Health food for you. Fuji had a great saying. It's like a holiday for your nose hairs. Is that great?
It is, yes.
Okay. Fuji, tell them why and what we're doing here, why this is so great.
We have made the world's cleanest fast food restaurant, and we serve only healthy food because everyone who works here must attend SDFU.
SDFU?
That's right, Michael, Super Dave Food University. It's a new college on campus. Right now, it's just a 2-year school. How many people do we have going there?
400.
400. We've been open for 6 months, and it's sensational. If any of your kids are interested in fast food or regular restaurant work, come here. It's a complete program, and we hope to make it a 4-year school. And if we have enough people, we'll have a football program and everything.
Hey, that's
it's great. All right, I'm wasting a lot of time. Fuj, go get in the van, and we'll do that thing I told you about.
All right.
Okay? Let's take a quick view, Michael, if we can. Now, here's the real test right here. How many times do you go to your favorite restaurant and you say, I love the food, I wonder how clean the kitchen is? You've heard about you can eat on the floor.
This is spotless.
All our employees eat off the floor. We put their food down there, and that's a test, and they eat off it. Okay? Now, this is a very special young man here, and I'm very proud of him. Mario is at our university right now. He does not speak English very well, but he is a nephew of Gregory. Remember our chef over the
course, yes.
And what's beautiful is he came up with the idea for our personalized SD. And it's sensational, and just like his Uncle Gregory, Mario loves to sing.
La 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 lera, la 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 la, la 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 lera, la 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 la.
I didn't say
Largo faconda città, largo, la 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 la. Presto bottega che la mangiar, presto.
I just said you
la 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 la.
I said it. Okay. Over here are the burgers. Now, these are soybean burgers, and they are very healthy. Again, if you don't order a burger, they're thrown away. Everything is fresh. Here are our buns, the finest bread you can buy, vitamin enriched. Okay. Over here, now this is very important. Again, it's our throwaway policy. We're constantly making salads. If the salads are not eaten immediately, they're tossed, fresh all the time. Also, we have a person on every level, all right? Here's a man assigned only to cucumbers, okay? Okay, right over here are our eggs, our meat, which is fresh. If this is not used in the next half hour, it's thrown away. A man assigned to cut radishes, okay? Will you stop it?
La 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 la.
There must be a boat leaving here in a week. Get him on it. All right, Michael, let's really go quickly because I gotta do my stunt. How many times do you go to a so-called fast food drive-thru and you want to pick up a hamburger and go home and watch your favorite show?
A lot of times.
Super Dave show. All right, what do? You go there and park. You give your order, you wait 20 minutes sometimes.
True.
You get irritated. You don't even want to eat when you get it. We guarantee you at the Super Dave fast food drive-thru, if you don't get your order in 60 seconds, we give you a free soda.
Come on, 60
Free
seconds?
Super Dave Cola.
I don't believe it.
I'll show you. That's what we were going to give a demonstration. Get Michael a burger and fries while he's waiting so he can try them out. And here's what I want you to do. When I get the order and I give you the signal, you time it, all right?
All right.
And if it's more than 60 seconds, I'll give Fuji a drink. Okay, gang, come here, quickly. Yes, sir. Welcome to Super Dave Fast Food Drive-In. May I help you?
Yes, please. I would like one super burger
One SB.
and one super cola.
Is that it?
That's it.
No, Fuji. Pretend you've got a whole family. All right?
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Give me a real big order. I could have had that in 1 second.
A big order?
Okay, yeah.
All right.
All right. Hi. Welcome to Super Dave Fast Food Drive-Thru. May I help you?
Yes, please. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I would like 5 super burger,
5 SBs.
5 super fries,
5 SFs.
3 super pizza.
3 Super Ps. Everything on it?
Yes, please. Oh, yes, yes.
Okay, go ahead.
2 super malt.
2 Super Malt. Thick?
Very thick.
Great. Go ahead.
5 super salad.
5 SS's.
5 super colas.
5 Super Colas. You want the special dressing on the salads?
Yes, please.
All right, SD special.
That is it.
That'll do it.
Thank you.
All right. All right, you got this? We got 5 Super Burgers, 5 SFs, 3 Super Pizzas loaded, 5 Super Malt Stick, 5 Super Salad, Super Dave special dressing, and 5 Super Colas. Are you ready? It's a challenge, gang. Let's go. Michael, start.
Go. "45 seconds.
Are those the burgers?
Yeah.
Fries?
30 seconds.
You got the malts. Salads. Come with a cola.
15 seconds.
Thank you very much. And now, Mr. Hakayito, you can drive through and get your order with 10 seconds to spare.
All right, thank you.
Did you see that?
Mike, I only got 4 fries. How come?
My gosh, did you hear that? He only got 4 fries. Get him another fry. And besides that, it's been longer than a minute. He gets a free cola as well. Oh, look at my Super Dave watch. We're completely out of time. Now we can't do the stunt. Well, anyway, this is Mike Walden saying if you want more thrills and excitement, be sure and join us next week for another exciting episode of the Super Dave Osborne Show. Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
That smells delicious.
I will get to make a burger on me.
Well, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Food, you think we ought to eat it here?
No. Let's go over to the stunt area and eat it over there. Then we can tell Super he doesn't have to do tonight's stunt. I'm so glad because it was too dangerous.
Yes, indeed.
Come on. Oh, this smells nice, huh?
It's so fresh. I can hardly wait to eat it.
Oh, boy.
Help me.
This is so good.
I'm welded to the bottom of the truck here.
Can I have some of your fries, too?
Oh, no.
Yes, of course.
Wait. Oh,
This is
no.
gonna be
Listen. Just take me to a drive-through hospital. I could use a new McHeart and a couple of McLungs. Maybe even a McSpleen.
You are tuned into the Some Kind of Radio Show. Call now at 234-200-5110. Now, back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
I need a new McHeart, new spleen,
Yeah.
McSpleen. I had this idea. I was like, we got to do our own version of this. Maybe we can get Hilljack Bob to do the stunts. Maybe get Ben to be like Benji Hakayito. He could play the Fuji character. That'd be funny. Yeah. Have Ben play the Fuji character and have Hilljack going around like doing stunts like that. I think that could be like big time. Hilljack doing stunts.
Anything's possible.
Anything's possible. Yeah. We'll have to talk to Hilljack and see if he's willing to do stunts. Anyway, let's see. We are in the 9:45 time. Coming up here is the best of Hilljack tonight. So we're gonna leave. We're gonna kind of go off to do best of Hilljack here, and we're gonna kind of sit back, relax, and listen to it. All right, best of Hilljack coming up, guys.
Well, hello out there, everybody. This is Hilljack Bob, and I'm back for another all-new Hilljack Bob's Top 10. Well, today, this top 10, me and my Uncle Brother Joe been working on all week long. And really, we didn't have to work too hard on this one because this is all stuff that's kind of really happened to us. So, anyway, here we go. The top 10 signs you're too hairy. Well, yeah, this has all happened to me at least once or twice. So, here we go. Number 10. Often confused for Bigfoot by the Weekly World News. Well, this happened to me one day. I was out walking in the woods, and I was taking a leisurely stroll, and here comes all these reporters and everything, and they're taking pictures, and finally they cut up to me, and I said, "Oh, you must know who I am. I'm Huge Ed Bo." They're like, "Nope, we thought you were Bigfoot." So, yeah, well, that was number 10. On to number 9 here. The Norelco electric razor salespeople, they harass you on the way to your car. Well, I had this happen just last week to me. I was getting ready to get in my car, and, well, here comes this sales guy, and he's got the little briefcase, he's got the Norelco razor in it, and he's like, "Yes, we'd like to sell you this razor because we think you can cut all your hair." And I said, "Well, I don't think so. I've been working very hard for this hair, and, well, it's not going nowhere, so go on about your business there, sales guy." All right, on to number 8. This one goes back a little bit. Your AOL name is Cousin It. Well, I not so much me, but my Uncle Brother Joe, I think his login name used to be Cousin It, so that was pretty good. Oh, hey, this whiskey. Hold on a second. Oh, yeah, good stuff, this one. Nothing worth. Okay, this one happened to me too, just back over the summer here. Number 7. You're banned from all local pools due to clogging their drains. Well, normally I don't go to the local pool. I usually go to the local pond. And pond's usually good for me. I like a good pond. But there's something wrong with the pond. It looked all nasty. So I decided to go to the pool, give it a try. And, well, they threw me out because my hair clogged up the drains. It wasn't a good thing, and it was a bad moment for a lot of people. And I really felt bad, but gave me a hell of a chuckle. Okay, on to number 6. Date your date, okay? Date comments on the great furry toilet seat. You don't remember buying one. Well, that kind of happened to me, too. Well, not so much me, Uncle Brother Joe. I'll tell you, he's got one hairy ass. He seems to lose a little bit of that hair each week, and I'll tell you what, it's like a perfect wreath of hair right around that toilet seat. It doesn't ever go nowhere. I don't know why. It just stays on that seat. But very furry when you're sitting down taking a dump. Oh, I'm taking a sip of the old whiskey here. Hold on. Ooh, yeah. Oh, they went all out on this stuff. Ooh, good stuff. Woo, doggy. All right. On to number 5. You get real paranoid when you light a cigarette. Well, I don't smoke. My Uncle Brother Joe does, and I'll tell you what, he gets on. You should see his handshakes with the lighter. Oh, it's not a good thing. One day I think he did burn half his beard off. It wasn't a pretty sight, but I had to call the fire department. It's a very traumatic day for all of us here in our family, and of course Uncle Brother Joe. But lucky he grew some of his hair back, and he's okay. But okay. On to number 4. The Hair Club for Men members picket your house out of jealousy. Well, I just had a group last week. I was sitting outside by my toilet, because my toilet's outside, and sitting on my, right by my trailer on my porch, taking a dump, as I usually do in the afternoons. And here comes the Hair Club for Men guys just walking past, and they're picketing because they're so jealous of my hair. And I'll tell you, it's long and flowing, and that's all I can say. All right, on to number 3. Your stylist uses hedge clippers to trim you. Well, my stylist, well, I'll tell you, that's Actually, one of my ex-wives is actually my stylist, my second wife, Jody, and she, luckily, she's not as blind as she used to be. She finally got some good glasses, and I let her cut my hair about a month ago, and she's a stylist. I'm not gonna say where, but she's pretty good, and she had to pull out the hedge clippers, and she also does those special trim, if you know what I mean, too. So. All right. On to number 2. Your dog can't find a leg to hump. Well, that's a positive thing, because I'll tell you what, I don't like my dog. I got a couple dogs, and they like to hump my leg. And luckily, my hairy legs are so hairy they can't find it. But I'll tell you what, Uncle Brother Joe shaved his, and I'll tell you what, let's just say that's a big mess, if you know what I mean. Oh boy. Okay, on to the last one, the big number 1 in the countdown here of Heel Jack Bob's Top 10. Bald guys accidentally run into you with glue on their heads, hoping to score a cheap toupee. That happened to me about a month ago, too. And this guy, bald as hell, kind of looked like Charlie Brown, if you know what I mean. And he was running full steam right into my back. And I thought, I was like, whoa, we playing some football here? But no, he was trying to get cheap toupee. But, oh, well. Well, that was this edition of the all-new Heel Jack Bob's Top 10 here. And we will see you next week for another all-new Heel Jack Bob's Top 10. Catch you then. Bye-bye, everybody.
Classic Hilljack right there, guys. That's classic Hilljack. That was around 2012 or 13 or something like that. It's an older one, but that's Hilljack for you. Doesn't have to change much. Hilljack's Hilljack. He talks about being too hairy, and that is one hairy son of a bitch. You've seen him up close. It's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good at all. It's not good at all.
I don't know who's hairier, him or Bigfoot.
Remember when Ben wanted to do a Who's Hairier contest?
I'll pass, Ben.
Yeah, that's one thing Hilljack didn't say in this. I think that's before he came up with his famous catchphrase, he reckons his balls itch. Thanks, Alex.
Yeah.
Alex upstairs can hear everything going on. I think he's watching the show. But it's the thing with the Hilljack. We go, I reckon my male. He always says that. And I think that's before he came up with his catchphrase. So, 9:53, Tony's falling asleep.
Zoning.
He's in a zone, all right.
Yeah.
Just think, Eric, that's your ride.
Oh, yeah. Does anybody have an air horn?
Oh, my goodness gracious. Ugh.
And for anybody in Northeast Ohio that ever watched Saturday morning TV, we used to have a personality named Superhost.
Yeah, I saw he passed away.
He passed away.
Yeah.
And I just saw him a few months ago.
He
at
looked
Comic-Con.
bad.
Yeah, he looked pretty rough.
Yeah, he's looked bad about the last, Marty Sullivan. And,
Marty Sullivan.
He friended me on Facebook about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
When we were still at the old station
Yeah.
before we started SKO. Because he went on that station at one point and did an interview. And I got to talk to him one time. He was a very nice gentleman. Marty's been ill for some time. You can tell. I mean, he's been to some. He'd still go to his public experiences. I mean, just didn't look like he was doing very well. Jason's calling. We're going to take Jason till the end of the break.
Okay.
And Jason, go ahead, buddy. We got you for about 6 minutes here, buddy. Got about 6 minutes before we go to break. How's it going? Jason, you there? I think we've been having some phone issues tonight, guys. Jason, can you hear me, bud?
Yeah, I can. How's you doing?
Oh, we're doing all right.
I got some sad news.
Go ahead, buddy.
I got, Marty Sullivan passed.
Yeah, we were just talking about that right before you called. We were just talking about Marty Sullivan. Yeah, Super Post. Yeah, we just heard about that. I saw some pictures of one of his last appearances, and I was just saying, just not that long ago, I was like, man, he looks bad. I mean, he looks real bad. And tell you what, hell of a nice guy. I met him one time, got to talk to him for a few minutes. Hell of a nice guy, and it's sad. You know, I hate to hear of anything like that. But yeah, those of you, go ahead. Got about.
I can the turtle taking this on freeze. God, the Harley.
Boy, the phones are rough tonight, guys. Been having some. Yeah, go ahead, Jay. We've been having some phone issues all evening. I apologize. You got about 4 minutes, Jay. Yeah, Jason, you're there. Go ahead. You're on. Yeah, we've been having some phone issues all night, Jason. I apologize. Hello?
I'm here.
Yeah, go ahead, Jason.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and talk. Go ahead and talk.
I got a question about that podcast.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
the group page you remember upstairs just now. I know that football players' lifestyles, those curls. I'm allowed to share that on that group page. I shared them.
There's a couple of them that do allow them, and there's a couple of them that don't. Because a lot of them will try to say, you know, there's a group I run actually that we don't allow them. We basically just allow, you know, podcast. We don't want anybody selling anything. Yeah, we've been having phone issues all night, Jason. I apologize. Yeah, Jason. We've been having some phone issues all evening long, buddy. I apologize. Yeah, the phone's been cutting in and out all night.
Hey, I just shared the night, you know.
Yeah, Jason. I'm gonna send you a message so you can understand what I'm saying. Yeah, Jason. I hear you, buddy. No, there's some groups here that don't allow them, and there's others that do. So, actually, Jason, I'm sending you a message right now. Having phone issues all evening, calls cutting.
Phone issues.
Yeah, we've been having phone issues. I just sent you a message. on Facebook. But we've been having phone issues all night, and I think it's sometimes they work, and sometimes, you know, it's weird, you know. And tonight's the night the phones are just not cooperating. I'm gonna try resetting the whole app, and you know, while we're on break here, but yeah, we'll do that. Well, I'm gonna reset I'll reset the phone system. Go ahead.
Did you guys use Skype?
No, we don't use Skype. No, we use a system called DialPad. It's actually they call it a cloud-based phone system. It's actually a phone system. So I might have to just reset the system. I might have to do that, but it's just one of them things. It's just acting a little funny. Yeah, Jason, I'll tell you what. Yeah, Jason, I'm gonna probably just go ahead and cut the call off, and I'm gonna reset the phone system because it's not. You can't hear me real good. I can't hear you real good. So I do apologize, buddy. We're gonna go take a break. Jason, yeah, Jason, I sent you a message. I'm gonna try to let him know. I'm going to reset the phones. All right. We're going to reset the phones while we're on break. And we're coming up 10 o'clock. It is 10 o'clock. We're going to take a break here. You are tuned in to some kind of radio show. And we'll take a break and be right back, folks. Stay tuned.
I must have the wrong house.
Sister. Oh, I missed you so much. They waited up all night for you, you know.
It's a long way from West Africa. Oh, coffee.
Kiss here.
I brought you something from far away.
Really? Oh.
What are you doing?
You're my present this year.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
See? I smelled it. He's back.
Ryan, you have to leave.
What? What are you guys talking about? We know what's going on here. We know you're trying to each other.
What? No. Oh, please. Brothers and sisters don't look at each other like that.
He sent you to West Africa for a reason, Ryan, to separate you and your sister.
You're crazy! Oh, yeah? What's this?
He's my present this year.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. We're
Oh my God! Oh my
I'm your son, and I'm in love with your daughter.
Oh! Ryan, what is in that box?
What's in the box, Ryan?
It's mine.
Give it. Unbelievable.
Holy shit.
Emily, I love that we have so much in common because we grew up together. And I just want to wake up every morning to the smell of you and Folgers Colombian dark roast. Emily, will you make me the happiest brother?
Dad! Get off of him! I love him! No! Stop it! Stop it! No! No! I just want to my brother!
It's Folgers in your cup.
The Some Kind of Radio Show will be back in a moment.
Hello, everybody. This is Mike Walden. Believe me, we've got an absolutely fabulous closing to tonight's show. The Super One, in his own inevitable fashion, will be doing a stunt that I don't believe that any other daredevil, superstar, entertainer would have the guts to try. Super, as you know, is indeed one of a kind. And if you've watched him throughout the years, you know he's full of surprises. Tonight is certainly no exception. And here he comes now on his Super Dave motorcycle. Hello, whoa, right back here, Super Dave. And I see he is accompanied by his stunt coordinator, Fuji Hakayito. Great show as always, Super.
Well, thank you, and again, let me apologize. It takes me sometimes a long time to get from the studio over to my stunt area tonight. And
well,
have to
you
get
made
the helmet on. And
sure. But you're here, and we're all anxious to find out what you're going to do tonight.
Well, the stunt I'm going to do tonight is exciting for me. I hope it's very exciting for the people at home because it's something different and it's something no one else would attempt. Before I do it, I want you to look at this man here and tell me if you see anything different.
Fuji?
Yes.
Well, I don't know. New haircut, perhaps?
No, we bought him a new hat. Someone had graffitied the old one and spelled out Fooey.
Oh.
So we got more Fuji back. Can you see that there?
Yeah, I like that. He's very proud of it, too.
Well, he's a beautiful human being. There's nothing I won't do for him.
Well, now, tell me about tonight.
Well, what we're going to do tonight, Mike, is, as I say, it's a kick for me. Fuji came to me a couple of months ago and he said, Super Dave, why don't you try a stunt called Nunji?
Nunji?
And that's exactly what I said, and Fuji explained it to me.
Nunji in Japanese means surprise. Super Dave tonight is going to do a stunt with car that will be a surprise to him on what will happen.
Well, I didn't pick up all of that, but something about a surprise.
That's the key word to the whole thing. I'm going to get in this car, all right? I'm going to blindfold myself. Fuji said that's part of the Nunji, or surprise. Then I'm going to attempt to start the car. If it starts, I take it to a next step. So I'll know that the starting is not the Nunji or the surprise. When I put it into gear, I have a feeling I'll be driving somewhere blindfolded.
Blindfolded?
Yeah, well, I've done that before. He doesn't know it. But anyway, it's a kick, and it's something I'm very excited about. Anything I can do something, anytime I can do something new for my fans, I'm thrilled about it. I hope they will be too.
Well, Super Dave, let's not wait any longer for the Nunji. Let's get right to it, all right?
Terrific.
Okay.
All right. Love your hat.
You can see Super Dave is now entering his automobile.
Boy. Well, the first Nunji is this is a pretty small car.
He's strapping himself in now, as usual, with Saskatchewan sealskin bindings. There goes the blindfold. And he's in position now, I do believe. Let me check. Super, are you about ready?
Yes, I am, Mike. And before I start my nunji, I want to say to the kids at home, don't try a nunji at home. Don't surprise anybody at home. If you want to grow up to be a daredevil superstar entertainer like Super Dave, practice everything. No plan out. As you know, Mike, almost all of my stunts, except for tonight, I know what I'm doing. So kids, watch me, enjoy what I do, but plan what you do. And I'll give you a nunji to live, and you can enjoy it for yourself.
Well, God bless Super Dave, and good luck, and have a good time.
I'll see you in a minute, Michael.
All right.
All right. Let me get the blindfold in place here.
Super Dave is mic'd as usual, so we can hear every one of his pearls.
All right, I can't see anything. Now let me see if starting the car is my first nunji. No, it isn't. The motor works. All right, let me try the transmission. Uh-oh, there's a nunji. The car won't drive. The car won't move. All right, that's my first nunji, no transmission. Here, let me try the radio. All right, there's my second nunji. The radio doesn't work. I wonder what my third nunji is. A broken neck. That's my third nunji. No transmission, no radio, and a broken neck. All right, I think I've had about enough nunjies. If I can get down now. Thank you. All right, I'm going to get out of the car now, and no, I'm not. Apparently, I'm going to get into the trunk first, and holy shit! Okay. I'm all right, Mike. You can hear me. I was shocked at first, but everything seems to be okay. Easy, guys. And right. Mike, can I see a minute, please? Would you come over here? Mike?
Super Dave, are you all right?
Oh, yeah, Mike, I'm fine. That was just one terrific nunji. What a surprise. Is Fuji there with you?
Yes, he is.
Could you move him back? He's stepping on my tongue. Thanks a lot. Mike,
yes.
Would you take my blindfold off so I can see what happened?
Well, where, though? Where?
I don't know. Start tapping around. Oh, that's my foot.
Sorry.
There's my neck. Reach over there.
Aha!
All right. Daylight. Perfect. Oh, look at this. I've been crushed in a car. What a nunji.
Well, folks, the Super One has done it again. Right. Yes, the great Super Dave Osborne has performed a most phenomenal stunt.
Uh-oh. My nose is in my pocket.
Okay, folks, that's our show for this week. Join us again next week for more nunjis and more great stunts from the one and the only Super Dave Osborne.
Hey, look at this, Mike. I can finally touch my toes. Unfortunately, they're stuffed under my upper lip.
Come on, Fuji. Let me go buy you a nunji dinner, huh?
Right. I could use some assistance here. Fellas, I got about 30 seconds to live. Well, that's my show, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it, and please come back next week for more nunjis. Before I say goodnight, I'd like to read you this poem I wrote while I was being crushed from the front seat to the back. Could you bring up the music, please? Thank you. This nunji was tough, as you can plainly see. My body is not connected. I'm footloose and fancy-free. I'm held by a thread. I'm even afraid to cough. So let me just say good night. And Fuji? Sorry we beeped that. It's just that my kidney accidentally hit the horn.
You are tuned into the Some Kind of Radio Show. Call now at 234-200-5110. Now, back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
All right, we're back live here, and we've been having phone issues throughout the night.
Of all the things to have an
Of all the things, I mean, last week we had, or 2 weeks ago, we had trouble with the stream. This week, the streams were like perfect. But this week, the phones are not acting right. So.
Well, I thought you guys had issues with the phones too 2 weeks ago.
No, yeah, we had an issue with the whole thing too. It was
Yeah, a couple weeks ago,
extreme,
yeah,
everything, the
everything.
phones, everything. Nothing worked right. Then I got once I got the, well, there's some paper towel over there.
Yeah.
Once I got the computer back up, we got everything working again.
Yeah.
But early on, we had trouble with everything. But that's the thing. The system doesn't run 24 hours a day like it did before.
No.
So it's like, yeah, we
it's
run.
like down and then back up. And
Yeah, I don't leave it running, which is, before it's funny. It was very reliable when we ran it 24/7.
Yeah.
But run it every once a week. It's like, oh, it's reliable. It's just it's goofy. It's different internet. The internet here. Plus, we're on residential internet as opposed to business internet.
Yeah.
Business internet. Business internet. If you don't know, gets priority
over residential.
Now we're on residential internet.
We don't get the priority.
We don't get the priority, and it's high traffic time, 8 o'clock at night. It's high traffic time. You get goofy stuff happening.
Mm-hmm.
So, we probably got, plus I'm going to send in a ticket to dial pad anyway, because the call's been real choppy tonight. Very choppy.
Yeah.
So I do apologize. So I'm going to take the call now away on the screen. That's gone. I just like that, gone. I took it away. No more call now.
No more call now.
No more call now. We're not going to have anyone call now. So we're just going to.
Car number 5, you win a dower.
And we're going to move this over here. There we go.
Alter some things, so.
Yeah, there we go. Just like that.
Now, lest I would forget, a couple hours into the program, the person that, really got me interested in radio, we lost him about a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
To his battle with small cell lung cancer.
Yeah, good man.
Stan Pyatt. He gave me my moniker of Comedy Killer.
Mm-hmm.
And, I remember I did a fundraiser for him a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Called some of our local nationally touring comedians who I'm very good friends with.
Plus we did the bowling one.
Plus we did the bowling one.
Yep.
And, raised a lot of money for him so we could help him out with his medical bills.
Right.
Then I'd gotten the news, not this past Tuesday, but the week before, that he had finally passed away.
Yeah.
Akron radio icon. He was number one for years. Years. It's just,
he's a legend. He's a legend.
He was a legend. He just had his own way
No,
of doing things.
there's no one that's ever going to be like Stan.
No.
There's many, I know I always aspired to be like Stan.
Oh, yeah.
I talked to Stan when I first got into this. In fact, the first day I met Stan is the same day I met you.
Yeah.
And we met at that
the Legion thing.
Yeah, the American Legion.
The Spring Fling.
The Spring Fling over. Yeah, and we met over there with the station starting up over there, and I got to meet Stan, and you and me and Stan stood outside for a good hour and shot the shit, and we all had a great conversation.
Oh yeah.
And you and I became instant friends.
Oh, absolutely.
Right there, and same with me and Stan, and and. I told Stan, I called you a few times over the years, not a whole lot, because I never really got up that early,
Yeah. And I always was up that early just for whichever job I had.
Right.
Because I remember, I had moved away from, I was out of the area from 2001 to 05.
Right.
Then when I got divorced, moved back to Akron.
Right.
I obviously started tuning him in again in the mornings.
Yeah.
And, I was one of his, he was the type of person he could get your brain working in the morning.
Oh, he could.
Because they would always do these contests like, okay, I'll give you an example, one always stuck out in my mind. On 420, make any film about pot.
Yeah.
So, and I'd be like, okay, Harry Pot Smoker and the Stone Sorcerer.
Sure.
Or Harry Pot Smoker and the...
and they'd run a contest based on your best answers.
Yeah,
yep.
the best answers.
Oh, yeah.
And, the best answer of the hour won a prize.
Yep.
And, which nowadays, if you have a pulse, they give you a prize.
Yeah.
And I used to be one of his greatest callers.
Yeah.
So finally, after a couple of years of calling him in the morning, I started giving him some real stink bomb answers.
Yeah.
Happened to run into him at one of his remotes, and he's like, Tony, what the hell happened?
Yeah.
And I said, Stan, here's my thinking here. I did radio in high school.
Yeah.
You're always, for what you do, you're always going to get people, but why am I going to call him? I can't beat some of these answers I'm hearing.
Right.
So if I call, if one of your better callers is just suddenly taking a turn for the worst as far as his answers go, dude, my answers are way better than him. Have you noticed an increase in your call volume? He's like, a little bit, yeah. I guess we're getting some new people calling in. I said, the one time a month that I'm eligible to win a prize,
Right.
I'm going to call and give you some good answers.
Right.
The remainder of the time, if I call and give you some real stink bombs,
Yeah.
people are going to call in.
Right.
So
I'm just helping out.
Just helping you out. He's like, I would have never thought of that.
Yeah.
So the one day he's like, man, he's just like, Tony, he's turned into some kind of comedy killer here.
Yeah.
So the name had always stuck.
Right.
And then every time I'd call in, he's like, oh no, it's comedy killer.
Yeah.
And so that had stuck, the next 6-7 years of him being on the air until he retired.
Right.
And it was just, and that was the type of thing, and he was always approachable.
Yes. Very approachable.
He was very approachable. He was just, you knew who he was when you saw him.
Oh, absolutely.
You would hear that voice.
You knew his voice.
You knew his voice. He was always out, doing stuff, events. I mean, at the comedy club, he hosted amateur night for decades.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
He was the guy at Tuesday nights that was bringing everybody up, and he would, he would crack himself up. He would tell these jokes on stage.
Oh, funny guy.
Funny guy.
Very, just naturally funny, very gifted.
Charismatic.
Very charismatic. He had a way of getting in front of a group of people and just mesmerizing people. He was an everyman type of guy. He was the guy next door. He's the guy you just sit around and shoot the shit with. I mean, that was Stan.
Yeah.
Hands down. And I got to talk to Stan, like I said, that the first day I met him, the same day I met you, and became fast friends with Stan. And he said, "What are you going to be doing?" I said, "Well, I told him about the show." And
Yeah.
he goes, "Send me you got those on YouTube?" And I said, "Yeah." He says, "Send me the link. I want to give him a listen." And I was like, "All right." I figured, he ain't gonna listen. So about a month later, he got a hold of me. I remember he was still kind of on the fence if he was going to join over there or not. About a month later, he reached out to me on Facebook. He goes, "Hey, Earl, give me your phone number." I said, "All right." So I gave him my phone number. He called me.
Yeah.
Not even 5 minutes later. He goes, "Hey, buddy, Stan. Hey, how's it going?" He goes, I listened to some of your work, and he says you could use some polishing, but he goes, "Hey, you're onto something. I like what you're doing. I think you got a good chemistry." He says I even listened to a couple of the first ones you started over at the new place there, and he goes, "You're onto something. You got a voice. You got something." He goes, "Keep doing what you're doing. You're gonna just get better and better, and you got something. Stick with it. You got a concept." And he goes, "Can I ask you kind of what it is?" It's like, "I'll fill you in." I says, "Here's the concept." I says, "Show about nothing." He said, "Okay, I get that." I says, "Our show's at 8:00 at night." "Yeah." "How often do you hear a morning show style program
At night.
At night?" He kind of goes, "I see what you're getting at." So that's kind of really what I kind of, it's a morning show format
At night.
That's basically what we are.
Yeah.
But we do several other things. We wrap in, whatever So he got the concept. He goes, "You know what?" And he says, and as the years went on, he would take the time and rate me every now and then. Say, "Hey, I caught that show." Even after he got sick, "Hey, I caught that one.
Yeah.
Good show." Or, "Hey," he'd let you know, "Hey, you kind of fucking sucked that night." He'd tell me straight up. He'd be like, "Yeah, you wasn't your best." Like, "No, it wasn't my best," but he says, 35 years of doing this, you think I ever had all the shows? He says, all these days, every show I did, you think I got every one of them was dead on good? And I was like, Nope. He goes, "It's hard." He goes, "You're doing it once a week." Because I did it every day. You're onto something. Keep doing what you're doing. And he'd always continue to encourage.
Yeah.
And he always, took the time to, he always give me a little pointer. "Hey, try leading him with this. Try this sometime. Do this sometime." Little pointers. He always took the time to, take a few minutes and talk to me about it every now and then. And that was even after he got sick. In recent months, he got worse.
Yeah.
But he always. But every time we got together, we had some of the best conversations, some of the funniest conversations. The last time before he got sick, I saw him We did the babies concert. You know,
Yeah.
we all remember you and me and Brett and him, and
Yeah.
we were all standing outside for a good. We said, "Fuck the concert." We stayed outside and talked for 45 minutes. I mean, that's kind of how we were. We were having a good time. And then, then I saw Stan after he got sick. We did the fundraiser for him. And then the last time I actually saw Stan was about a year ago when Debbie died.
Yeah, he Brett came to the service.
They came to Debbie's funeral, and that was very. I was really, like,
And
wow.
he looked good then.
And he looked good, yeah. And I feel awful, and I've said this to you. I'm not even saying this publicly. I feel awful. I couldn't go to his. I really wanted to be there. Unfortunately, I had to go to do my regular job. I couldn't.
Yeah.
There wasn't anyone that could cover for me, in my capacity. So I had to go. I had to go do the
true
job.
The true services were all family only, and that was just basically, if you knew him, come out. It was a celebration.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to kind of go to.
Yeah.
But
because I couldn't because of work.
Yeah.
Because his oldest daughter, Stacy, who I had really connected with after I had met her the first night of the fundraiser that I did.
Right.
And because I had never met her, because even growing up, even like me growing,
Right.
learning and getting to know Stan real well,
Sure.
he never spoke of her.
No.
Because they had kind of a rocky relationship. Because she was his first marriage.
Right.
And then Brett and Taylor were second marriage.
Right.
And and he never really had made mention. My ex-fiance is the one that told me that he had an older daughter.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
I knew he had. I knew his younger daughter. I knew his younger daughter.
Yeah, I knew Taylor
Brett,
and
I knew
Brett.
Yeah, I knew Taylor and I knew Brett.
Yeah.
And Brett, I mean, that's a hell of a guy too.
Yeah.
Hell of a good guy. And our thoughts and prayers are out to them. And I told Brett, I really didn't get the chance to speak to him. Just briefly, I messaged on Facebook or in the comments. I was like, hey, just think of it this way, man. He's not hurting anymore.
No.
He fought that small cell lung cancer. My mom passed away from that, and Stan put up a fight, and he sure the hell did. My mom got that diagnosis 27 days.
Yeah.
That's all she lasted after she got her diagnosis.
Yeah, Stan had a real short term, as far as diagnosis, and then he lasted way a hell longer.
Oh yeah, I mean, you get small cell, stage 4 small cell. If it was large cell, he'd probably still be here.
Yeah,
no doubt, because large cell's treatable.
Yeah,
even at stage 4, it's treatable. Small cell, not so much. You get small cell. Yeah, my mom died of that. Same thing, and it spread to her brain, just kind of like how Stan's did. At the end, it goes into everywhere. It got into my mom's bones, got into her blood, it got into her brain, and once it does that,
it's just
it's not fun to watch, and it's that I know I can only imagine what they were watching with him the last day or two, and.
Yeah, because I had always missed that. There were times when we'd go sit at the patio on Thursday nights, and I had always wanted to go out and golf with him.
Yeah,
because he was always funny because like his brother Jeff is a spitting image of him.
Yeah,
and I had a chance to meet Jeff on Sunday.
Yeah.
And I told Jeff, I was just like, well, it was always funny because it was just like, how many brothers do you know? It's like Stan dated your ex-wife and moved in with her.
Uh-huh.
That's why when he moved to PA after he retired,
right.
He enjoyed it out there, but he was kind of lonely because he only had her.
Right.
He wanted to move back here, but she didn't. That's why they split.
Right.
If she would have been willing to move back here, Stan might have got remarried again.
Right.
And that's what Jeff had told me. I was like, well, I just remember the last rockin' that was in the Falls.
Yeah.
My cover photo that I had changed for the day with me and Stan.
Yeah.
I was like, look who came all the way from Western PA to come out for the last one. And and Stan was thrilled to see me. He knew I'd be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And but it was great. And I told him, I'm like, when are we gonna golf together?
Yeah.
Because he knows I like to golf.
Dylan got to play golf with him once. They had an outing. Dylan told me he had a ball with him.
Oh yeah.
And so he says, one of the best times of my life playing golf with Stan. I was like, God, I missed that one too.
Yeah.
But but one thing with Stan, and this is true. I mean, and anyone that knew him, he was always excited to see you.
Yeah.
I mean, he wanted to make sure he shook your hand, gave you a hug, whatever, and just like, hey man, it's good to see you. And like I said, the last time I saw him face to face was at Debbie's funeral.
Yeah.
And he was still doing really well at that point.
Yeah.
And I asked him how he's feeling. He says, you know, up and down.
Some days are better than others.
Some days honestly, I'm surprised I'm still here. And that's what he told me that day.
Yeah.
And that was 14 months ago, 15 months ago almost now. And he was, that was the last time I got to see him. You know, I talked to him a couple times on Facebook sporadically. You know, always, hey man, how you doing? Wishing you well. Thinking, didn't really get a chance to. I didn't get to see him. You know, I mean, I always saw his posting doing something with his family, which was great. You know,
Yeah.
but
Very
you
well
know,
with his grandkids.
Mm-hmm. But that he fought one hell of a courageous battle, and he was here a lot longer than. You know, you get that diagnosis, they give you anywhere from 6 weeks to 6 months. You know, especially stage 4 in your lungs,
Yep.
and because it spreads. It's stage 4. Stage 4 means it's spread. That's what stage 4 cancer means.
Yeah.
It's other places. It started here, but it's there. And that's how it was with my mom. My mom was stage 4 small cell lung cancer that spread to her brain, and they said it's only going to get worse. And hers was so far advanced. I mean, it wasn't like early stage. It was like late stage 4. And, you know, because my mom was already starting to have some odd behavioral type of things happening, like almost like a dementia patient type of things. So we noticed that, and I was like, you need to go to the doctor. Something's up with you. And because we hated to talk to her about it. And then 2 days later, she took a fall. They had to do a CAT scan, and that's when they found the cancer.
Yeah, that's when they found everything. And it's
Yeah.
just like, and see, I consider myself kind of lucky because out of a lot of the people that would listen to him in the mornings,
Yeah.
I got to go sit in with them a few times because I just happened, I was off work that day,
Yeah.
listening in the morning, and I would always find an excuse to go drop off some stuff or something, and I'd walk up front. The first thing Debbie's like, Debbie recognized me that worked in the office from, being out at the patio parties,
Yeah.
and Debbie's like, oh, they're already in back there. They're on a break, top or bottom of the hour break.
Yeah.
Go walk in, peek your head in the window, wave at Stan, and he's obviously going to wave you in.
Yeah.
And I probably a handful of times over the years I went in there, and
Yeah.
I didn't have any headphones, but he was just like, hey, guess who came by to visit us? Comedy Killer.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you'd have Maggie would be here,
Yeah.
French would be here, and then
Yep.
Phil would be in their newsroom or something like that.
Right.
And
Yeah, I've been in there one time. I actually sat in with Bob one night.
Yeah.
Towards the end of his run over there.
Yeah.
And I was actually bought an ad from Bob for bowling center I was managing at the time. And Bob goes, hey, when you come on out and sit with me one night. You sure? Yeah.
Yeah.
And he goes, okay. So we had it all arranged. He goes, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to act like I was actually sitting there for a good 35 minutes,
Yeah.
before I actually I'm going to act. I'm going to I'm going to wave you in, like, hey, come on in, sit down. You're already sitting here. We already know that. But
Yeah.
we're just going to kind of have fun with it. Okay. And so I got to sit on there for about 45 minutes with Bob, and we had a good time. But we had a lot of fun. That was the only time I ever got to sit in the studio over there. It was kind of cool.
And it's like you look, and they're old school equipment.
Very old school equipment.
I mean, this stuff is from like, they used to be known as WKNT.
Yeah.
Before they changed their call letters.
Right.
And then the walls are still yellow from when you could smoke in the
Oh,
studio.
yes, I know. Everything's yellow, and
Yeah.
that big, ginormous freaking board they got.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing modern is their
phone system.
Their phone system, and
well, that's not even modern anymore.
And their ad runner, their program.
Yeah.
They got the screens at all the seats.
Yeah, they can hit the button and
Yep.
run everything. And
yeah, and I think that's the most modern thing they got. So they don't have, because they used to run carts back in the day.
Oh yeah, I remember running.
Because I think the cart deck was still sitting there. empty.
It still works.
Yeah.
They still had a few ads that they were running on carts.
On cart, yeah.
That they never switched over digitally.
Right.
But you see, it's like now, it's like if I listen to Saturday, like tomorrow morning,
Yeah.
I'll be up, and and obviously Steve's out, doing play-by-play for the Zips.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when he's not there, usually they bring in Cully
Mm-hmm.
on a Saturday morning because they
Right.
want to still have 3 people.
Right.
So Cully will, like either like this morning or yesterday
Yeah.
morning, knowing I'm going to be on there Saturday morning.
Yeah.
He'll record some weird intros for him to make
Yeah.
it a little interesting. And I told Cully, I'm like, dude, Saturday morning, when you're there is the only time I can listen.
Yeah.
Because all that anybody does is bitch about how early that they're there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I've been getting up at 3 a.m. for 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you guys get up and then have to physically exert yourself?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Yeah.
talk radio is not physical.
No.
My butt's planted in the chair.
Yeah.
And I'm flapping my gums. So.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
So rest in peace, Dan.
Yeah, rest in peace. You're missed, my friend. And like I said, you got to look at it this way. I mean, it's when you have that kind of battle, all you can say is, thank God he's not hurting anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, because you can only imagine the pain he was going through.
Yeah, I just couldn't imagine. I mean, I lost my mom to cancer.
Yeah, I mean, but year and a half, surviving that with a year and a half, and your survival rate with stage 4 any cancer is, but he got through a year and a half, especially that cancer, and he fought it like hell. And but like you said, rest in peace, Stan. We miss you, Brent, my friend, and we're gonna go ahead and take our flash break of the night. We'll be back. Some kind of radio show.
RBF is a serious epidemic sweeping our nation. RBF, better known as resting bitch face, has plagued women for centuries. We all know them. Some of us have even been them. Stop the madness. Get the help you need. Call the Ditch the Bitch hotline now. 1-800-RBF-NO-GO. Trust me, I suffered from RBF. And look at me now. I'm cured. Stop insulting strangers, missing out on free drinks at the bar, and getting passed over for promotions. Call our Ditch the Bitch hotline. Get the help you desperately need. 1-800-RBF-NO-GO or 1-800-732-6630. Ditch the Bitch today.
Mom, can I have a popsicle?
No, honey, you'll spoil your...
Hey parents, tired of those out-of-control kids? Throwing embarrassing tantrums wherever they go. At the grocery store, on the playground, even at the dinner table. You've had it with parenting, but wait, there is a solution. Introducing Nap Time, the latest, most effective tool for child tantrum prevention. It's simple. Just douse a rag with our patented Sleepy Time formula, place it over your child's cry hole, press and hold gently for 8 to 12 seconds, and presto, no more tantrum.
I was beginning to think adoption was the only way out. Then a friend of mine introduced me to Nap Time. It's never been so quiet around here.
The secret lies in Nap Time's revolutionary fast-to-sleep formula. Developed by military-trained scientist doctors from NASA, Nap Time's powerful molecules rush to the child's brain on contact, gently inducing instant tranquility.
This is chloroform.
Already put those wallet-draining crap factories out on the street? That's okay. Nap Time works in any situation. On the golf course. An awkward blind date.
I had a really good time tonight.
It even works on pets.
After we had our first child here, we regretted it almost immediately.
We didn't know that she'd cry so much.
Talk about defective. But thanks to Nap Time, our little Samantha here hasn't made a noise in weeks. I keep her in a shoebox.
Call now and we'll send you your very own 24-ounce bottle of Nap Time solution for only 23 easy payments of $1.99. But wait, there's more. Act quickly and you'll also receive the all-new Dream Sack absolutely free. It's compact and portable for those on-the-go tantrums. Just cover it, tighten it, and forget about it. It's that simple.
We can't breathe good.
So if this looks familiar...
I feel pregnant.
Then don't wait! Order today and join the millions of Americans who just can't stop saying...
Thanks, Nap Time.
Thanks, Nap Time.
Thanks, Nap Time.
Nap Time, when they just won't shut up.
The Some Kind of Radio Show will be back in a moment.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to what we know will be one of the most exciting displays of courage that you have ever seen. In a few seconds, Super Dave Osborne will be coming down in front of these cameras before he attempts this unbelievable display of courage. And I just received a signal, and Super Dave Osborne with his 2 assistants now starting his descent. And he will weigh in. He's already been certified by a team of doctors that he is physically in A #1 condition for this event. Super Dave Osborne, would you come over here and say a few words to us? How are you?
Mike, it's good to see you again. I'll talk to you for a moment, but I don't want to break my concentration.
Of course, I understand, of course. But exactly, without giving it away, exactly what will you be doing tonight?
Well, Mike, what I'll be doing is I'll be doing a stunt in this steam room here. As you can feel, it's already over 100 degrees.
Oh, yes.
And they will reach an unbelievable temperature, probably 200 degrees, and I'll be in there for quite a long period of time.
Well, now, Super Dave, above you I can see a red light. Now, what is that for?
Well, Mike, that's this light right here. I will be ringing from inside the steam room itself, and that'll signal when I want to come out.
All right, now, do you have anything else to say to our vast TV audience tonight before you attempt this feat?
Well, Mike, I'd like to thank Showtime Television and the CTV network for putting up the money to cover this event live. And I'd also like to say to my wife and kids, don't worry, the Lord is with us.
Ah, so well said, Super Dave. And all that we can say is good luck and Godspeed.
Thank you, Mike.
All right, Super Dave now will go with his 2 assistants into the steam room. And as you can see, they're going to harness him to the bench. Now, the reason for this is this keeps him stationary and helps him absorb any shock waves that might occur. His suit is made of polyurethane, which can absorb up to 220 degrees heat. He has fire retardant gloves, also has fire retardant shoes, and he has a special polyglymin helmet specially rigged for this unbelievable event. For this event is 29 minutes and 35 seconds. 29:35.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to the rash of unfortunate mishaps to daredevils on shows like That's Incredible and Games People Play, the FCC has asked us to issue this warning. Please do not try this stunt at home. It took years of practice by a professional such as Super Dave Osborne to even attempt this. One final warning, if you have asthma or any other respiratory condition, please back away from your television sets. Thank you.
Assistants, come on in and lock it up tight. All right, there you have it. Now, what Super Dave expects to do in order to break the record is to recline for about 15 minutes, and then he will sit up for about 15 minutes as he attempts to break this record. And oh my God, Super Dave's in trouble. He's really in trouble. Quick, get in here. We need assistance right away. We got to get this man out of here. He can't stand it more than another second or so. Oh my, Super Dave. Ooh-wee, Super Dave.
That was the toughest, Mike.
Are you all right?
It was the closest to death I ever came in my life. I trained with skunks for a couple of months, but it's not like the real thing. That fat one really got me.
Nice try, Super Dave.
Thank you.
Well, Super Dave, you tried, and that's all that anybody could ask. And I'm sure that I speak for everyone watching, that even though you failed to break the record, your courage was always unbelievable, and we will be looking forward to your next stunt. And now this is Mike Walden returning you to Bazaar. We are? Okay. Good luck, Dave. That's all.
Sorry about the glass.
Did anybody leave a watch in there?
Is it a gold one?
Yeah.
Super Dave on the back?
Right.
You are tuned into the Some Kind of Radio Show. Call now at 234-200-5110. Now, back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
All right, we are back here live, 10:40 p.m. here on the East Coast. Friday night. This is the 21st of February already.
Yep.
And over to Eric Nanaroni real quick.
Hi, everybody. So you can hear Some Kind of Radio Show every Tuesday night on Cuyahoga Valley Radio Network. You can listen at CuyahogaValleyRadio.com, Live 365 app, Simple Radio app, Streama.com, and TuneU.com.
Thank you, Eric. And also, when you do listen to the show, please make sure you have your sealskin, Saskatchewan sealskin bindings. You got to have that. It's a Saskatchewan sealskin bindings.
Saskatchewan.
Sealskin bindings.
Yeah.
Just to prepare yourself to listen to not only this show, but any other show on the Cuyahoga Valley Radio Network. Now, we're going to take a test here. John is on the phone. John, how does the phones work? Hopefully they work because they've been giving us shit all night. John, can you hear me?
Yeah, they're doing like they did a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to. I'm going to put in a ticket to dial pad and complain and bitch like crazy because they've been really, really funky the last couple of weeks. I'm going to submit a ticket today. They're really, really skippy on both ends tonight, cutting out on both ends. So just, John, bear with us a little bit. I wrote you on the break to let them know, hey, they've been really, really jumpy tonight.
It wasn't skippy during the break. It's certainly skippy during while you're talking.
Skippy, let me try something here. How about now? Is it skipping now? Hello?
Hello? Testing.
Testes.
Testicles.
I hear you. Can you hear me?
Hi. Testicles.
Testicles.
Okay, well, might be a little bit better. Who knows? We might have been a little bit loud for the phones. Yeah, it's skipping on both ends. You know, I'm hearing him cut in and out. I'm sure it's probably where we're getting on the same. I'm gonna send a.
Hello, Mr. Fly.
I hear you, John. I hear you. Yeah, these phones. I'm gonna submit a ticket. Matter of fact, while I'm on here.
It's cutting out worse now.
It's cutting out really bad. Yeah, they've been goofy all night long. I mean, they've been bad all night. They've been really, really bad all night. And it says we can. Well, let's see. It's only showing I have 3 bars on the phone. Whatever that means. We have 3 bars. Whoa, hello. That got real big. Dial pad not responding. Uh-oh.
Well, that's a problem.
Yeah, that's not good. This phone system. It's been very funky tonight, to say the least. Okay, there we go. I think the phone just kind of went caca. And I don't know. Jesus. Let's see. There should be a place to put in send in a ticket here, I believe. I don't need a full screen of this. I just need. Come on, work! Damn it! We talked about not having any issues tonight, and the only issue we had tonight has been the phone system. The phone system has been on a crash course from hell tonight. So,
but the stream's been working fine.
Yeah, stream's been great, but the phone, not so much tonight.
Light call volume.
Well, glad it's been kind of light. Because the phones have been. Well, the phones have been rough tonight. We've had a lot of talk about tonight. We had a number of topics tonight. Yeah. For sure. One topic, getting ready to go into baseball season here really, really quick.
Yep. Pitchers and catchers have reported.
Yeah, that's right. Pitchers and catchers are reported. We were actually having a discussion at work the other day about whenever the Houston Astros, the home opener, should the other team walk off the field?
Yeah,
and then protest.
I saw this meme on Facebook that shows every Houston Astros batter going up to bat, hiding behind the umpire.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, the Houston Cheaters.
Yeah. And I felt really good when they won the World Series.
Yeah.
They had never won one.
Yeah, they've. Here's the thing, they got caught. They're gonna be like, oh well, we got caught. Whatever, you know. That's kind of where it is.
Well, that's why in a lot of cases it's cheaper for these, teams to misplay by the rules and
right
take their fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's about all. Yeah, really. I mean, exactly true. And
I mean, do you think the punishment fits what they did, or should they have possibly got the championship stripped?
I think it should have been taken. I think it should have been stripped.
I agree.
I think the championship. I think the championship should be stripped.
I'm hearing
And
like
Columbia, do you hear? I mean, bad joke, but no, John, you're cutting out real bad, bud. I something is just off with this phone.
I'm here, but you're really breaking up.
So are you. I mean, so are you. You're breaking up real bad. Phones have been really extremely.
I can hear you.
Phones.
But you're breaking up bad.
Yeah, I know. Phones have been really goofy. I'm gonna have to submit a ticket. I can't do much with it until we get off the air. But I'm going to submit a ticket, get it fixed before next week because something is not right with the phone system. I'm going to come as much as I pay $30 a month for this shit. It better work. Oh, I know you're there, John. It's like but it's like I can't hear you for nothing. But I'm going to submit a ticket after the show because I mean I pay it's about $30 a month for the phone system.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 20. I think it's $22, $23 or whatever it is. It's not that bad, but I expect it to work.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. I expect it to work, for paying for it. It's not like it's a freebie fly-by-night deal, But it's been goofy all night. The whole phone system has been. It's just been on the fritz all night. And it's just the phones. Everything else has been great, But you get that. That's the thing about doing a live show. You never know what's going to happen. That's the thing about it. Anyway, it is 10:47. Next week's show, we're gonna do a actor salute next week. We are going to salute Will Smith.
Get jiggy with it.
We're gonna get jiggy with it and salute Will Smith next week.
Men in Black.
And we're gonna do some. We're gonna probably play some clips from several different movies.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah, Pursuit of Happiness, Men in Black.
Legend of Bagger Vance.
Yeah, whatever we. Yeah, we're gonna play a bunch of different clips from different movies.
Yep, and then.
I think it'll be kind of fun to do something a little bit different. We haven't done it
from his TV show.
Yeah, I might play a little Fresh Prince. I mean, whatever I can. I'll see what I can find and what has good audio quality. Give us some good clips, and we'll play some fun stuff from Will Smith next week. And then the week after, I'm not entirely sure what we're going to salute yet, but I think I might salute something again. Maybe late '80s. Maybe a comedy of some sort. I don't know.
Any of the Bad Boys movies?
I don't know. Whatever I get my hands on. I don't know. Oh, John dropped off the line. It's not good. Phones are garbage tonight. Now John's trying to call back. Let's see if it's any better. I'm going to highly doubt it. All right. Let's see. Let's test it out. It might answer the phone. I don't know. I clicked answer.
I hear nothing.
I hear you. John? Can you hear us now? Hello? Hello? Yeah, this phone.
Okay. You there?
I'm here. You're there. We're here.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay.
He hears us okay, then we don't hear him okay. It's just goofy tonight. It's got to be
I hear you going in and out, but it's a little bit better now, but it was terrible before.
Yeah, it's a little bit better right now than it was before too. I'm gonna, like I said, I was telling these guys, is I'm going to submit a ticket into Dial Pad, the people at Dial Pad, and Tell them I've had technical difficulties with it now for 2 weeks. See if they can. It's got to be a little bit of a bug in the. I might have to update it or something. I don't know. I just didn't see anything. They just did an update about 2 weeks ago, and since they did the update, it hasn't been worked right for shit. So, I gotta love phones. Gotta love the phone system.
Probably gonna be another update coming.
I'm
to
sure
fix
that
that
if there's enough
update.
complaints about it, I'm sure. I know I'm going to be complaining because I'm like, something isn't quite right with this phone system here because it's been calls are cutting in and out, breaking in and out. Yeah. I'm texting John right now because that way he can actually understand what I'm saying.
Well, hey, I can hear you guys for a little bit.
Yeah. I just sent you a message, John, if you can hear that. I just sent you a message while I was saying I'm going to submit a ticket to these people at Dialpad who I paid for the phones to. Good Lord.
Don't you love when you pay for a service that doesn't do what?
Yeah, and that's the thing. That pisses you off. You know, you pay for a service, and it's not working as advertised. And this is the first. I mean, really, we ran it for 2 years at about a year at SKO. We had issues here and there with it, but this last 2 weeks with this system, it's been goofy. They did an update, like I said, about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Certainly better than Skype.
Yeah. Oh God, Skype sucks. Can't do shit with Skype. And you got to have, almost have to have a Skype account anymore to take calls on it, and it sucks. It sucks big time. Anyway. 10:51. We got about 9 more minutes to go on this week's edition of the show. Yeah. So anyway, Eric, let me. So how's the all in all? How's the radio station going for you? How's it? Numbers getting better and going up in the right direction, or?
Kind of. Actually, I haven't made this announcement public, but hey, why not do it now?
Oh, he's gonna make an announcement.
On March 10th.
Okay. He's coming out of the closet. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Go ahead, Eric.
I won't be able to make it, but my business partner and general manager, Kyram, will be doing an interview with Akron Buzz, which they are a YouTube and Facebook-based media company.
Oh, neat.
And so he will be interviewing with them.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Get your name out there. That's get the name out there.
That was my idea. I was surprised they got back to me as quick as they did.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, congrats. Getting an interview and everything. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. You get a little bit at a time, man. And you're doing it right, man. Hands down, you're doing it right. Yeah, we're all proud of you here, man. Good job.
Thank you.
Real good job. But I'll tell you what, I don't miss running a radio station. I'm going to say this on my own personal account.
Yeah.
I do not miss running a radio station. Especially, we the operation we had over at SKO. That was a complex operation because we had a lot of different things going on at once. We had a lot of heads talking, a lot of things going on. Yeah. It's trying to say the call was dropped due to internet network problems. Make sure you have reliable internet.
Yeah, okay.
Well, yeah, I got good internet. How come my everything else works, but this isn't? I don't know. Don't know.
The worst issue is when my automation system doesn't it'll go down, and then I just started a show called Canned Air where I run it Monday through Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've had at least 2 days a week. I've
Right.
had where it doesn't start right on time, right at 9 a.m.
Right.
And then I'm getting texts from them when I'm at work.
Right. And there ain't much you can do when you're at work.
Yeah.
Now, are you able to do you have remote access to your computer?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, at least you have that, and you can get on it wherever you're at. Which I had to do that a lot, especially when we had the old computers when we had SKO, because we always had to get on the. When we got the new computers, they worked a lot better. But it was nice, especially when we were like when Aaron was doing our program and directing, when he could actually go into the system and make all his changes from home. And which was very helpful. But
did you have more issues when the automation was going through the licensing with stream licensing, or did you have more?
Well, here's the thing: stream licensing didn't actually stream us. What they did is they gave us a player, but we didn't actually stream through. We streamed everything through a different company. It was called ProStreaming.net.
Okay.
That's who did our streaming for us, and we had zero issues with them at all. Once we switched over to Live365, I started getting more issues than I had before. We had trouble with the analytics, a shit ton of trouble with the analytics with them. Analytics were not accurate by any stretch. I had a lot more trouble with the stream, a lot more trouble with things syncing up.
Yeah.
We had the auto Twitter program. I paid $4 a month for it, or $5 a month for it, and it tweeted every song we put out on our Twitter. So it kind of lets you know, hey, here's what's on SKO right now when we had it. And it has a nice little service to have, but there's a lot of times it didn't sync up right after we switched over. So I had a lot of issues with that later, but and Tony's gonna fall over and crash. He's like, here's Tony right now, and we got him on video. He's like. You all right, man?
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say I think we can get off the air right now. Let's call it a night. We're not on the radio. We don't have to stay on till 11. But let's call it a night. Let's get out of here, and we'll be back next week, guys. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Thank you for tuning in tonight on the program. We'll be back in a week with a salute to Will Smith. Thank you for tuning in to the Super Dave Osborne Show salute. And thank you for those who tried to call tonight. We apologize for the phone system. I'm going to try to get it all rectified by next week because having phone calls is an integral part of this program. And if it's not right, I'm not happy about that. But we'll get it fixed, everybody. So we're out of here. Good night. We'll see you in a week.
See ya.